All right, hello guys. We should be live right now from Direct Weather 2. I just want to make sure we get a few comments in here uh, to let us know that we can hear everything all right. I hear myself, so it should be good. How's it going, guys? Got 32 people in here. Let's go. Um, just going to wait for a few people to roll in here. Got some people saying hello, random things. What's going on? Nick Greco. Electric Edge. Let's see. Pete, how's it going? Tony H, how's it going, Tony? Well, somebody said they're a new subscriber. I'm pretty sure everybody's a new subscriber considering this channel is like 4 days old, so I'd love to find an old subscriber. That'd be fun. Um Adrian's weather forecast is here. How's it going? Was just watching your video, bud. Everybody's in here. How's it going? So, you might have noticed we have a massive announcement to make. The thumbnail says it all, right? So, I have a special guest with me here today, Brendan. You guys might know him from some of our previous streams that we did. You want to talk to him, Brendan? I want to make sure I can hear you on
Hello,
the.
hello. What's going on, chat? Can you guys hear me okay as well?
I'm gonna
I
listen
am
in
I
on
am
my
putting
phone.
in the car. Let me know, chat. I see you. Just let me know if you can. Or
Let's see.
Ashton too. That works.
Yeah, I can hear you on the stream. Okay.
All right.
So, let's see. Somebody said they can't donate. Well, you can't donate because this channel doesn't have super chat, so that's probably why you can't. That's probably why you can't do the super chat. Chimp.
Y'all, you want to donate?
Can
Flatter.
hear both of us. Sweet. Eric Westbrook is an advanced Skywarn storm spotter in PA. Join our Discord server, guys. We want some
Nice.
people with some weather knowledge in there. We have 60 viewers. We're getting up to 60 viewers. So how's it going, guys? So can anybody guess what's going on here based on how the stream has gone so far? I want to see if anybody can hit the nail on the head. Let's just get the hype going, guys. Hit the like button. Send some comments in. Let's try to see if anybody can guess what's going on. I'm gonna go get that Discord link because Tony gave me permission to go ahead and open it back up. So that we can get as many people in there as possible.
Yeah, chat. Let us know. What do you think it is? You guys have been guessing all week. So, I mean, honestly, here's the thing, guys. I told Ashton let's drag this out for 2 hours and just build up that suspense. But honestly, I couldn't hold it in. So, and neither can Ashton. We're gonna have to probably tell you in, what, 5 minutes, maybe earlier. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I have to send the link from Direct Weather 2 so that I can actually so people can click it. Because if you do it from the if you do it from a separate channel, I tried to do it from Direct Weather, the main channel. You can't
Yeah.
click that link because somebody else sent it.
Got it.
So
All right, there we go.
okay, the pinned comment from Direct Weather 2 that'll take you to our Discord server, guys. We have tons of people over there. So if you want to be a part of a weather community, that's a great place to go there. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody has kind of guessed it. Somebody said you're having Jim Cantori join your team. I wish. Soon. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. But
That is a pretty decent guess, but yeah.
let's see.
Unedited video recordings. Okay, all right. I can't join. I have iCloud, not a phone number. Hey Tony, or anybody that has an iPhone, let's see if we can help him out. I have Samsung, so unfortunately I'm not able to help you. Nick Greco. Okay, all right. Awesome new graphics, maybe.
Nick Greco, that sounds like a great idea, actually. I like that idea.
It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. For some reason I feel like Nick Greco, like, I don't know, just sounds like he's kinda onto something there.
He might be. I don't know. He's getting warmer. He might already be there, honestly.
Somebody said nothing's going on the weather, so what is it? Yeah, people were probably freaked out that we're going live. They're like, what's going on?
Jim Cantori. Yeah, we love Jim Cantori too, but no, he's not on the team. He's too good, man. Too good.
Yeah.
All right, Ashton, do you want to? You know what? I think we can play time. Do you want to go ahead and make the announcement?
Yeah, so there's 67 of you guys in here. We're gonna give that announcement. Brendan is getting his own channel, and that's gonna be this channel right here. Direct Weather 2. We're bringing Brendan on the team, and Brendan is gonna have his own channel. So yeah, we're both really excited about this. We've been talking about this for over a week now, so we've been really preparing this and trying to do it patiently and just set everything up right, get the hype going, get the channel established a little bit. Um, Somebody said you're having a baby. No, not this
Electric.
time.
I was just gonna say, my God, that would be a crazy buildup just to that. I don't know. I feel like we'd fall flat with that enough.
I know, I know. So does anybody have any questions about that, guys? Let us know if you have any
Yeah.
questions about how it's gonna go with Brendan having his own channel over here, because he has already some stuff kind of lined up where he kind of knows what he's already gonna be doing with it. I know you guys like Brendan a lot, so that's kind of why we decided to get him his own channel, so that we can get more Brendan content. Um,
So, and Ashton, first of all, I appreciate you bringing me on, and of course, it started with you and I doing the severe weather live streams, which we'll continue to do. We'll talk about kind of how that's all going to go in a moment. But as far as what people can expect on the channel, it's going to be stuff that we don't really see quite often in the weather community. Kind of change things up a bit. One of the things that I have planned for next week, specifically next Friday, is I'm actually going to be doing a charity live stream along with my friend Dominic. He actually lives in Noonan, Georgia, where, as you guys all know, was impacted by an EF4 tornado just last week, and they're still recovering. So we're going to have a chance to talk with him, and he's going to give us some insight as to kind of a timeline as to what happens, what Noonan, Georgia's like today, and all other conversations about recapping the severe weather outbreak that happened last week as a whole. All of that said, we're going to be raising money throughout that live stream for the American Red Cross of Noonan, or even specifically the American Red Cross for Georgia. So that's something that I have planned. I'll also be doing a live stream even next Monday. That'll be at 8 Eastern. And it's just going to be a Q&A, just me getting a chance to know you guys. We'll kind of do some of that tonight, but we'll do a bulk of it next Monday. We'll also take a look at what to expect for the week ahead. Ashton's going to be doing a great job at that throughout next week. There's severe weather we're going to be looking at. So be sure to be there. It's going to be 8 Eastern. I'll remind you guys. And then also going forward, I got some really cool content planned as far as uploads are concerned. So stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't, because we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. Ashton's been plugging this channel literally all week. He did the first 860. I got to do like the other 850 some subscribers. So if you haven't yet subscribed to DW2, please be sure to do so. And also, if you're new to just the Direct Weather platform, go ahead and subscribe on over to the main channel as well. If you're completely brand new and you've never met Ashton or myself, be sure to subscribe to both channels, because you're going to get content that differentiates itself from both. So if you want more of an overview of what you can expect for the week ahead, or just forecasts in general, head on over to Ashton's channel. He does a great overview of the lower 48. And then if you want some bonus content, additional live streams, charity streams, which we'll be doing a lot, head on over to my channel and we'll give you some different uploads you may not see on the new. Also, a lot of really good. Yeah, already 861 subs. Let's go. Good stuff, guys. Appreciate it.
yeah, I have the live
Appreciate
subscription
it, guys.
count on the screen right now, so if you subscribe now, you will see that number change. So that's pretty cool. I would do that if I were you. Numbers are cool, guys. So let's get it to change. Also like the stream, guys. We're trying to help that algorithm out. Even though we're not talking about a dangerous weather event today, we are trying to help this channel out to grow as well. Um, yeah, this has been a long time coming, guys. We've been planning this stream. How long ago do you think we planned this stream, Brennan? Maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, and we've kind of had, I know you brought this idea up to me, probably about a month or so ago. And after doing a few live streams with you, I've really enjoyed it. And, you provided me this opportunity yet again. And this time I just couldn't refuse it. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to just cover wall to wall just everything about weather. I mean, We see a lot of overviews from your channel, but on DW2, it's going to be adding, like I said, bonus content that I can't reveal all of it yet. I kind of gave some snippets, but if you stay tuned, we're going to really have some cool stuff that I think. So, yeah, Adrian, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. You and I have been friends for a while, so that means a lot. Thank you. I just unsubbed and subbed again to test it. I appreciate your sub. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too, guys. There you go.
Yeah, so if you guys, by the way, let's take this opportunity, and then after we're done here, I want to just kind of talk with Ashton about recapping what just happened the last 2 weeks, because now we at least have a chance to take a breather and really think about and reflect on what's happened as far as severe weather is concerned in Dixie Alley. Before we do that, do you guys have any suggestions for me as to what content any specific ideas that come to mind that you think would be really beneficial to DW2? Let me know in the chat below. What do you guys think? Let me know.
That'd be a good Discord channel, actually. Just kind of like a video suggestion channel where they can kind of just send in random stuff in that channel.
Sure.
That'd be a good one. Maybe Tony could set that up for us.
That would be good. Yep.
Can we get to
1,000 subs?
Yes.
We're trying. I just beat you to it. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you did beat me to it.
We're trying to get that to today. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Let's try it. We're literally right there. We're like so close. Let me get to Ninja. DW is probably going to turn out like F13. Oh, Force 13. They will have more team members in the future. I don't think this will be the only secondary channel, so it'll be a big franchise. Ashton, do you want to comment on that? I don't know how you feel about that. That's actually a kind of a good thought. Is that something you've ever thought about? You know,
I'm taking it one day at a time. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any plans right now to expand any further, but if there was some sort of opportunity where we felt like maybe making some sort of third channel would benefit the brand, then we would consider it at that point. But right now we're just starting the second channel, so we would be very far out from branching out any further than that. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a good thought, though. I know that's definitely something I know me and Ashton have talked about, and it's crossed his mind just as a thought. But for now, it's just these two. Weather Q&As. Yeah, so I will be doing those. The first one will be on Monday at 8 Eastern, and that will just be with me. And like I said, it's going to be a Q&A just to kind of, get to questions that we don't get a chance to get to during really big severe weather events, just because on the main channel things get crazy. So if you have any questions regarding general weather questions, expectations, as well as the latest severe weather outlooks, which, like I said, we'll talk about in a bit, that's what that stream. Be sure to tune.
Guys, spam face reveal.
Do I help make DW map and forecast? No. What I've helped him with is the severe weather live stream. So not last week's Dixie Alley event, but the one before that. And then you and I did the Texas Panhandle event. That was the moderate. I forgot when that was. That was sometime, March? Middle of March. So no, I don't help him with the graphics. Actually, Ashton, from what I know, he does that himself, and he does a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, everything on the first channel is done directly by me. Somebody asked 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.
Oh, thank you. 8 p.m. So 8 Eastern. So p.m. Not a.m. I will be in school, so it's definitely got to be in.
Yeah, people are spamming face reveal now.
Face reveal?
somebody said face reveals are illegal. I mean, that's why I don't ever do it. So thanks for the reminder. We're all about, not breaking any laws here. So
maybe a this day in history weather comment. Sure, that's actually a good idea. I haven't thought about that one. That's a good one.
People are still just spamming it. So funny.
Oh man, yes, PM, face reveal. Y'all, I mean, hey, maybe in the future, right? Maybe in the future. That said, again, stay tuned next week. Monday, 8 Eastern will be Q&A, as well as just kind of taking a general look at the models for Monday, because Ashton, I mean, you and I had talked about it. Severe weather season might be ramping up finally for the Great Plains. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but the GFS has sort of hinted at that the last few days. I want to take that conversation just put it off to the side for a second because
Right.
honestly, things have started to quiet down the last 3 days and even the last week. And I've I've finally just been able to digest what has just happened the last 2 weeks. I mean, we had back-to-back weeks of high risk in Dixie Alley. That's a rarity in of itself. I mean, and even the moderate. Let's not forget about that from the Panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, what is your biggest takeaway from these events that you and I have covered? Because I mean, I don't really know what to think. I'm just in awe of what has just transpired over the last week.
Well, obviously, it was a weird period there in March because we had back to back high risk events, uh, and they were both on a Thursday, 1 week apart. So I mean, obviously that's like very odd, very close together, very similar setups. I mean, carbon copy. We all know that the second one was the worst of the two high risks, or
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's undisputed. I haven't really been a part of any discussions about that, but I mean, to me, it's very clear that that second Thursday high risk was much worse than the first one. Did we get a final tornado count on that one, by the way?
For the latest one,
Yes,
the
the
one that
latest
just
one.
happened.
How many?
I believe we had. I think there was an additional report that were
You're breaking up a little bit. I'm gonna pull up that storms report or storm reports. There you go. We lost him for a minute. We'll get him back. This happens sometimes. You with us?
Oh, hello.
Yep, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I literally got a phone call. So anytime I get a phone call, like
Okay, we had
uh,
47.
47.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we had what? Was it 3 EF4s?
I believe so. Give me 1 second. I gotta mute for a second.
All right, Brendan's gonna take a phone call real quick. To my knowledge, at least 2 EF3s, 1 EF2, and 1 EF4. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Electric Edge. I don't meet up with people usually from YouTube just for safety purposes, so I'm not gonna do that. No matter what. Miguel Howard said, "Is both of y'all content will be the same?" Wow, that was interesting. No, so it's gonna be different. We're dedicated to keeping it different. Actually, we want this to basically be a kind of like a supplement to my channel, so the main channel, and this one's gonna kind of work in addition to that. So it's gonna be made to where this is gonna be bonus content, where you're likely gonna want to watch still the main videos on the main channel, and then kind of follow up with this second channel where we're gonna break it down more in depth. I will sometimes be a part of the videos over here on this channel. Oftentimes I will not be, and Brendan's just gonna be taking care of it on his own. Sometimes Brendan's going to be over on the main channel with me, vice versa. So we're going to kind of collab with the two channels all the time. But for the most part, my first channel, I'm going to be doing almost all of the work over there, and Brendan's going to be doing almost all of the work over here as well. But having two channels is just going to be double the weather content. So I think it's overall a very positive thing for the weather world in general. Yeah, it's just a very, very positive thing. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Tony, I'll make you mod real quick. Brendan will likely be back with us momentarily. We're up to 874 in the subscribers. So, guys, absolutely destroy that subscribe button because I know I usually say that for the like button. But I really want you guys to subscribe to this channel because we're trying to reach a goal here of 1,000 subscribers before the day's end. So we're trying to absolutely crush this. We've already gone up. I think we were at like 700 this morning. So I know we can do it. We only need to get 125 subscribers in here. So we're very, very, very close. I absolutely know we can do it. It got quiet. I was responding to a message over there on Discord and trying to figure out what's going on Brendan's end. He will be back with us. Okay, Devin Renshaw said, "Will this have more advanced data or something like that for people who know a lot more about meteorology?" Well, yeah. So we're hopefully. I think Brendan has discussed with me where he wants to be talking a lot about some more educational topics on here, as well as some more in-depth views, but also some more dumbed-down things where it's just going to be very, very easy to understand as well. So he's going to have it all over here. But he's just going to be breaking it down in a way that's going to be a lot different than the main channel. Somebody said make a community post on DW to sub to this channel. I already made a community post to send people over here to join the stream. So if somebody's going to see it, they've already seen that likely. All right, I'm trying to respond to as many of these as possible. Almost to 900 subs. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. We're trekking along here. So we're doing a great job. Be sure to kill that like button. 91 likes, guys. Oh, 94. I just updated it. You guys are absolutely destroying that thing. You're killing it. Let's see. I have a question. Who's going to post more severe weather? Well, that's really hard to say because likely if there's a big severe weather event coming up, we're both going to be talking about it in different ways. I do believe that Brendan does plan to do mesoscale analysis. I believe that is something he plans on going over. So, from what we've discussed, let's see. Yeah, you guys are absolutely awesome for being here. Obviously, like a channel that doesn't have any videos, it's very, very impressive to be approaching 1,000 subscribers. Basically just from a shout out because I've been shouting this channel out. So you guys are absolutely amazing for being here and for being a part of this and helping us get this channel going. I can't thank you guys enough. Jonathan Schlack said, "I'm already subscribed." Well, way to go. If you guys have alternate accounts, go for it. Let's see. Does Brendan have Weatherbell as well? Well, yeah, we do have a professional account with Weatherbell, so you get basically 10 employees can use it. So we're able to use that together, fortunately. Tony said, "I'm here." Thank you for being here. Somebody said I'm awesome as well. No, you guys are awesome. Stop it. Stop it now. I'm doing great, you know, we're starting a second channel, we're doing this stream. It's nice to be here with you guys. This is a lot more personal, you know what I mean? Like, when we have, like, 800 viewers in here, it's hard to be personal with each and every one of you. But right now, like, this is a very unique opportunity for me to be able to talk to you guys like this. Phantom Weather Channel said, "Sup, Direct Weather." Well, what's going on? Does the severe weather for next week look bad? That's a good question, but it's really, really hard to tell this far out with certainty how bad that's going to be. So we're going to have to wait and see. We're really, really going to play it by ear. And me and Brendan are going to be dedicated to just watching this for you guys really, really closely. Let's see. I'm trying to read through all of these. Who's going on the tropics? I don't know what you mean by that. Who is going to post more about hurricanes? It's going to be probably equal. Like, by the time it's August and September, we're both likely going to be talking about all hurricanes by that point, with the exception of any sort of big weather event that's going to be ongoing. What's tomorrow's video about? I don't know yet, actually. I usually wake up and figure it out that morning because I'll look at the models, I'll view it sometimes the day before I know. but not today. Five-minute forecast said, I want to work for the Storm Prediction Center. Go for it. You know, get your education, study weather, learn more, and just follow your dreams, follow what you're passionate about, and it can take you big places. Whether you want to be a weather YouTuber or you want to be working for the Storm Prediction Center, you can make your dreams a reality as long as you work hard enough and as long as you're passionate enough. You can do anything you dream to do. This all started out as a dream for me as well, and I was passionate about it enough to where I just constantly made videos because I wanted to, and it just worked. I really like how you post videos every day. Thanks for your dedication. Thank you so much for the kind words. I love doing it for you guys, so I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly. Adrian messaged me and said, hey, that's awesome what you're doing with the second channel. Thank you so much, Adrian. If you're still here, I appreciate it a lot. Let's see. Still no word on when Brendan will be back, but hopefully he'll be back eventually. Late next week is looking interesting, honestly, though. It's far out. Yeah, it is far out, so anything can happen. That's how you got to look at it. Gaming Pro Player 22. I want to be like you when I grow up. Thanks, man. It means a lot, but you can be a lot better than me when you grow up. Trust me. You love to eat breakfast every morning while you watch my videos. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else watch in the morning and eat breakfast? Let me know. How did you choose the name Direct Weather? Honestly, I forget. I forget how I picked that name, but it used to be called the National Weather Center, but that was obviously, that name didn't belong to me. There's a National Weather Center in Oklahoma, and that was not me. So I had to change the name at that point. And that's when I eventually came up with Direct Weather, but I forget how I did that. I think I was just thinking of a lot of, ones that sounded good, and that was one of them, and it really, really worked. Let's see. Since you like hurricanes, you want to be a hurricane hunter, that would be really cool, Um, Let me know, guys, for everybody in here, all 53 people, what kind of weather is your favorite weather? Severe weather, hurricanes, snowstorms. What do you like the most? Shadowbone Shadowbane 2009. I start my day off usually with this channel to see what's in store for today in the upcoming days. Are you talking about this channel or Direct Weather, the main channel? Severe weather, somebody said. Severe thunderstorms. That's 3, 4, 5. I'm counting those all as severe weather. 6. Ooh, we have somebody that said hurricanes are better, so we have competition in there, guys. We have one person going with Team Hurricanes, everybody else Team Severe Weather. As those comments are flooding in, I'm going to just give us a little bit of a glance at the weather ahead. Yeah, Lucas, you can be a mod over here too. Hurricanes can be severe weather, that's true, but we're talking mostly just like individually. So me and Brendan were talking about how even like Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, we could get some severe weather up there in the central United States. There, especially Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma. We really could have some severe weather in the area for those 2 days, especially. It's the precipitation that's really the biggest thing. Like, will we have storminess? Will it be oversaturated? I mean, that looks like it could have some severe weather in there, especially Tuesday heading into Wednesday. And then we're watching Thursday, Friday time frame for some potential Dixie Alley activity again. Let's see. Yeah, so as we head into Thursday, you can see we get some of these colors in here, this kind of orangish shade. That's where we're over 2,000 Cape for that date, and then that kind of moves out throughout the night, Thursday into Friday. And then we kind of get into like what looks like a colder pattern here, where we have like absolutely no Cape anywhere. That's what the pattern looks like overall. I watch your videos every day. Glad you do it. The best weather channel. Man, I appreciate it so much. Let's see. I want to see what our European model is calling for. Oh, sweet. 12Z. Here we go. So it looks like the European model, just based off of kind of just looking at it here. Let me go down to some of the deep south. Is that going to get us what we want? No. Let me get like south central. There we go. So it looks like it really lags behind with the severe weather because Thursday on this one, we really have mostly a Texas threat. 3,000 Cape. Out of control. Even heading in through Friday, I mean, 2,000, 3,000 Cape widespread. Wow, guys. A lot of Cape to say the least. And then by the time we reach Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon time frame, we're reaching into the 3,000, even 4,000. We have 4,966 right there in between Louisiana and Mississippi. So this is looking like a very serious situation here, according to the European model. And this has really actually stepped up what it's calling for, because just this morning when me and Brendan were looking at it, it was not this way at all. And this is really turned around, and it's shown a lot more severity with this situation. Again, just to recap here, the GFS says, hey, Thursday we have a Gulf threat, and then after that it's out of here. So that's a big difference there. The European model solution there is going to be a lot worse than if that GFS solution were to play out. Obviously, the Canadian model isn't really a severe weather model here, but we can kind of try to figure out what it's going to be thinking. So in my opinion, this looks a lot more like the European model. Storminess for a few days there in the Dixie Alley. Oh, somebody said, what is CAPE? CAPE is convective available potential energy. So it's thunderstorm food. That's what I consider it. So it's really what thunderstorms use to survive. Let's try to see here. Yeah, we use CAPE a lot, so I always like to explain that for people. Yeah, this is very far out. We're looking ahead generally because this is pretty much the next opportunity we have at a significant severe weather event. So we're just watching this one in particular. Me and Brendan have been trying to figure out uh which time frame is going to have the next. Here you go. Brendan is welcome back, Brendan.
All right, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I actually, funny story for chat. I deliver flowers on the side. As a matter of fact, I'm doing that as I'm in the stream. Probably be the only time that I do that going forward with DW2. But anyway, I got a call from somebody saying that they didn't get their flowers, so I had to quickly solve the issue because the GPS took it to like a wrong house. So we avoided a big disaster there. So that was my emergency. No, everybody's okay. Nobody got hurt. Flowers are fine. So, but I
Good,
am back
good.
alive. Yes. So
Well, I'm glad that got resolved. So, Brendan,
thank you.
unfortunately for you, I've already kind of talked about that severe weather event. I wanted to wait until you were here, but we started just,
It's
people were
totally
asking
fine.
questions. We just transitioned right all into it. Uh, but one thing I mentioned to them, because you remember we were looking at both the GFS and the European model this morning. Did you
Right.
know that? So the GFS model, I'm gonna actually open up a separate tab for that GFS model. I don't know if you're watching the stream right now, but
Yes.
the GFS model actually has that cape increasing throughout the week, like we viewed. Maybe a little bit of a threat Tuesday, Wednesday for the planes, but then especially Thursday for the Dixie Alley potentially into Friday a little bit. The European model, and I know it's far out, but the European model is way, way different, which typically would lead you to have lower confidence when they're not congruent. But the thing is, they both have an event, so they are consistent with that at least. That there is some sort of event at some point, but it has that Thursday threat mostly just for Texas and Oklahoma, and then it really lags behind compared to what the GFS shows. And then it has potentially a big time Dixie Alley day, Saturday time frame, Saturday morning and through Saturday afternoon. Um, so potentially, this one would cause it to be a lot more of a long-lived severe weather event because it has a pretty high Cape event there
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even in through Saturday there. So we could be looking at a 4-day event. There's precipitation in the entire area, throughout that time frame. So we will have a low pressure system moving through potentially. So yeah,
You know, I guess the biggest storyline, and we really don't know the answer to this yet, is does Dixie Alley get a third event within a matter of and how severe is it if that does pan together? I've seen Dixie Alley towards the end of next week sort of have Dixie Alley vibes to it, but again with these long range models, the only thing that we can really do, like you said, is just to be able to get a general sense as to what the pattern is. And as you've pointed out in videos, and even you pointed out to me, we're going to see a big warm up night. And whenever we see that, that instantly tells us that there's a pattern change, especially since that warm air is going to go as far north as southern Manitoba. I mean, that is a huge swath of warm air being advected north. All thanks to that low, but also thanks to the Greenland block pattern, too. And we could talk all day about the Greenland block, but because of that process, guys, it's actually allowing for those temperatures to be well above average for this time of year in places like Nebraska, Dakotas, even into Kansas and Oklahoma. So I think for me, the Plains is definitely an area to watch, but we can't close the book on Dixie Alley yet. I mean, it's only April, and as we've seen in years past, Dixie Alley stays pretty active mostly. Typically up until like mid-May or late May. April's even a prime time month for Dixie Alley, so we'll see. Um, the other thing that I've even heard from people is, you know, is this like a 2011? I think that discussion is still happening today. Like, is this 2011 all over again? And honestly, Ashton, I don't know how you feel, but I just don't know yet. I mean, if you look back at 2011, maybe chat can answer this question too. Like, was 2011 active really early, severe weather wise? I know April, we had April 27th, obviously. We had May 23rd and the 22nd. Um, but I don't remember, was there any like severe weather outbreaks this early in the season though? Because I think that's where the difference lies,
I'm
especially
gonna
with Dixie Hat.
I'm gonna view it right now for us. Um, and try to get a list of those events. So January 1st of 2011, we had an event with 7 EF3s,
Oh, okay.
4 EF2s, 14 EF1s, and then 11 EF0s. Um, February 24th was the next event we had. So that's not too uncommon to have a pretty big event there, once per winter month, I would say. Brendan is not
Yeah.
super uncommon, like one in January, one in December, one in February. If anything, this previous winter was kind of very quiet with the severe weather because we didn't have anything hardly. Um, Compared to, some of those years past where we've
Somebody even
had some
said,
moderate risks.
Nick said,
Yeah,
yeah,
not
Nick said,
much.
not really in March. The way these systems keep coming in, pretty incredible. And two high risks in March is basically unheard of. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's and honestly, if I can just even make this point, Ashton, there's been times I don't have any years, so please don't quote me, but there have been times in recorded history to where we've had early starts to severe weather season, and then towards the summer it tends to fizzle out. It probably has a lot to do with maybe a shift between La Nina and El Nino in those years. Um, I don't remember if 2007 was like that. I know one of those years in the 2000s was. It had like a really fast start and then just totally fizzled off. So I think because we're just getting into April, I don't know if we really know yet. It won't be probably till the end of the year till we can really say this was more like 2011 or this was more like this year. This year,
Yeah,
um,
I want to
you know,
touch on what you just said because that kind of reminds me of how last tornado season went. We were pretty above average. This black line is indicating 2020 uh, throughout January, February, because we had some pretty big wintertime severe weather months or events there. Uh, and then we were still very far above average throughout March. And then April, we way jumped ahead because we had a couple events there to where we were kind of we were near record pace there for early mid-April, and then it really leveled off
right?
after that point. As you can see, it eventually throughout May and June, because May was so quiet, June was so quiet, it got to where it went pretty much underneath the 25th percentile there by the time we were in July. So just because it gets off to a hot start does not mean it's not going to completely flatline after that point, and very innocently close out.
Yeah, and I think it all just depends on what happens with the El Nino La Nina, or if we go into more of a neutral pattern. Um, and if if everything grew at a constant rate, guys, I mean, because I know there's a lot of people that say it's already 2011. If everything in terms of tornado reports and severe weather happened at a constant rate, there would be no need for calculus. I know it's a crazy statement, but it's true. Calculus, it's all about being able to track, things that aren't constant, things in 2 to 3 dimension. And what I'm really trying to get at with that point is things don't ever work out the way we think it will. So this could either be a really big year, or it may have, less in the way of tornado reports towards the end. Um, there's just still so many question marks. And by the way, not to pluck even the main channel too, but Ashton, you even did a really good job at outlining your thoughts for April, with the sort of tornado risk, where it's going to be. And I think the thing that was really interesting, and I know you're not the only person that's done this, I believe you also highlighted Dixie Alley again, for April. And I mean, so I believe that you think that this is going to continue into April, correct? This is not it, in your opinion, for Dixie Alley in the way of severe weather?
Yeah, so in my opinion, based on what I'm seeing, uh, let me pull back up this map here on Tropical Tidbits. I'm just going to get the quickest one I can get pulled up here.
Yeah,
Uh,
good, man.
just based on the temperature anomaly pattern we're expecting, obviously we're quiet for the next few days. So the first 4 or 5 days of April, that's not going to seem a lot like my April forecast at all. And I mentioned that in the April forecast. The first few days are going to be really weird. It's been very cold. It's been off. But we're going to see this pattern set in by about, well, the GFS is saying around the 5th, 6th time frame that's going to take place, where we're going to transition to a warmer pattern here in the east. So for the Dixie Alley, what it's going to determine, or what it's going to depend on here, is how many low pressure systems we can get to move through, and then also cold fronts rolling through. Because if we just get a super stagnant warm pattern, it's going to be a little bit less of that severe weather activity. But if we have frequent low pressure systems moving up to the north, if we have cold fronts rolling through while we still have that very warm air pushing through to the south, So like let's say warm up and then a cold front comes through, something like that happening quite frequently. I would say we are going to have, yeah, an above average, um, potentially an above average tornado month there, for the Dixie Alley. I'm gonna pull up my main channel here again, and I'll actually pull that up for you
Sure.
guys.
And while you do that, I wanted before I forget to get to Jonathan's comment. I remember that tornado outbreak in late April 2011. Three severe thunderstorm watches issued in a span of 14 hours. I even had a tornado warning when I was in school. Yeah, 2011 for me, guys. Um, I'm just speaking for myself here. That's what propelled my interest in weather. And at the time, I was, God, what was I? How old was I? I was like 13. Um, and so it was first the 2011 blizzard in Chicago. That was out of the ordinary. Very rarely do we get 23 or 24 inches of snow. But then what really kind of drove my interest in weather even more was the Joplin tornado. I mean, Ashton, I'll never forget that moment seeing Mike Bettis on the Weather Channel literally standing in front of the hospital, and that hospital looked like a bomb went off. I mean, it was just the most surreal sight. And even throughout all the events that we've seen in the last 10 years since then, I know some people could argue that this tornado looked just like that and sort of compare. But for me, the Joplin tornado, there's just something about it that stands out when you see that damage. And every tornado is unique. And in my opinion, the Joplin tornado it's just a sickening feeling when you saw that, and that's what drove my interest in weather. I know some people asked that to you before, and I wanted to go into that too from my perspective. I've always been interested since I was 7, but for me, 2011 that was a big year. That accelerated my interest.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is, my I think 2011 was also the year for me. I was younger than you, but in 2011, I think that's the year that sparked my interest too. Not because of the tornadoes, I wasn't paying attention to that at all. I was 11, so I was mostly just
Ooh,
playing video games.
okay.
But I remember a really bad storm rolled through like my house, like my backyard and stuff, and a downdraft knocked a tree down in my yard. And I remember everybody was freaking out and scared, but it almost like, to me, that wasn't the reaction I had. It was more of like a curiosity, uh, from that power. It's like, how can this be so powerful, to knock a tree down? And as a kid, it just like really drove my curiosity. Uh, I love how limitless weather is when we really think about it. How strong could a tornado be? Like, I guess unlimited, you know? Like, I don't think there really is a limit, technically, to anything. So, that's what sparks my interest about weather. How much snowfall could occur for, uh, Washington, D.C.? I don't know. Unlimited, probably. You know? Like, I mean, anything's possible. So, I love that about it. Um,
Yeah, and also, hey Ashton, you know what? I would like to hear people's opinion. What is there any event that stands out to them that really got them interested in weather, that like accelerated their interest? Because for anybody, even if you're not a meteorologist or an expert in knowing everything about weather, because I'm sure not. But if you just are interested in weather, what got you interested in it? There's always like an event that people look towards and go, that was the. I know a couple other people, even one of our mods said Joplin. Joplin is just so unique, and I know other people have even said, um, I mean, if it's not Joplin, it's the April 27th outbreak. And I wonder, even for this younger generation, it may even be the outbreak that we saw just the last 2 weeks. So let us know, guys. What was the event? It doesn't matter what it is. What was the event that stands out to you to this day that you will never forget in weather? And with that, I'll let you take it away for just a minute, Ashton. But I would like to hear everybody's thoughts while I'm gone for.
yeah, I'm also curious. I love hearing because everybody has like an individual, story. You know what's really driven that interest and sparked that interest. Um, so on screen here, hopefully you guys can see this. I have kind of just a little bit of an illustration of what was kind of going through my mind when I made my severe weather outlook for April, and just a little bit of my expectations. Uh, since we kind of, since I kind of expect us to be in a little bit of a similar pattern that we've had throughout March, mostly a little bit warmer in the east. We have the potential to have these cold fronts coming through after those warm ups occur, and it would look something like this. You see the warm air uh, coming out of the Gulf there into these areas, and then that cold front with the very cold air coming from the west, because I expect colder than normal conditions out here, pushing eastward from time to time, and that's when we get the lineup for these more major severe weather events, with likely a low pressure system located there with a warm front here racing to the north as well. And this is the general setup that we've had occur multiple times here, including both of the high risk events. Something very similar to that occurred, and that is kind of what I was expecting more of potentially based on this temperature anomaly map that I created here. I expect a lot of that to be possible. Let's see, a lot of people have some really cool answers here. Groundhog blizzard. Let's see. Two tornado warnings in less than a week in eastern Massachusetts. That's really super rare, so it sparked my interest. That's cool. Hurricane Katrina. (2011) severe weather season. James Moore asked what the big news is. The big news is that Brendan is going to get his own channel over here on Direct Weather 2. And the funny thing, guys, the funny thing is the first time I asked it for the comment of the day, somebody actually guessed it. Somebody actually guessed, they said Brendan's going to run this channel. Like one of the first comments that came in, and I just ignored it because I wanted to keep the secret alive a little bit longer. But I did tell you guys that there was one that was actually correct. June 2nd, 1998 for Shadowbane. That's really cool. That's really interesting. Every county? Wow. So, I think what we're learning here, excuse me, I yawned there. I think what we're learning here, guys, is that everybody's story of what got them into weather was a specific weather event. And it also sounds like it's the power of weather that really draws everybody's curiosity. Would that generally be something everybody agrees with here? That it's the power of weather that mostly sparked the interest? Weather today just got back from church. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. Somebody was looking for the stream from the main channel. How's it going? Guys, if you're just joining us here, be sure to subscribe to this channel because we're trying to hit at least 900 tonight. That would be amazing to do that. I miss when I could do this on my channel. Once you hit, like, I think over 100,000, it kind of just rounds it to, like, a nearest 1,000. So it became very difficult. I know there's got to be 9 of you watching right now that aren't subscribed. So we can do this, guys. Just hit that subscribe button real quick. And we can get this channel to 900 subscribers for Brendan today. Let's let him get back, and it's already at 900. What kind of a surprise would that be? Imagine that, guys. Yes, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your grandparents, tell everyone. Share it to Facebook, share it to everything. We just need 9. We just need 9. You guys are crushing that subscribe button. 2 just came in, like, probably the second that came through the stream. We can do it, guys. 900. Bye, James Marr. See you around. You wish for 9,000 subs? We're going to get there. We're going to get Brendan there, guys. What's your favorite weather, Ashton? Let's see. There's something about when it's just like you wake up and there's snow on the ground and you were really looking forward to it. That's a priceless moment right there. Considering it's the most rare for my area, that's probably my favorite. We get hurricanes and tropical systems pretty often. And look, guys, the thing about tropical systems is there's nothing fun about them. That's kind of what I've learned. Everything about them is just a nuisance. Whereas severe weather and thunderstorms, there's levels to it. So, like, if you get very tiny hail, like, that's harmless, you know? It takes a very intense severe weather event to be damaging. But, I mean, even a tropical storm knocks trees down. It'll knock your power out. You'd be surprised how weak of a tropical storm can cause very major impacts. I got so fascinated with weather mostly from, again, that year in 2011, a bad storm rolled through, and ever since then, every time a thunderstorm would roll through, I just had to look out the window. I had to be right next to the window. I couldn't look away. And everybody always thought I was afraid, but I wasn't. I just wanted to see. Like, I just had to watch it. And everybody else just went about their business, but I had to watch it. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, where they kind of have to, like, just stare out the window. They have to be watching the weather as it's happening, but I cannot look away. $898, guys. I know we've got this. $899. Let's go. We can hit 900, everybody. We can do this. people are subscribing with their alt accounts now. Oh, we lost 2 subs. Okay, somebody's messing around now. Somebody subscribed with 3 alt accounts and their main. Way to just destroy that subscribe button for us today, guys. We need that dedication from more people today. There we go. We hit 900 subscribers. Way to go. 901. We got this, guys. We have a comfortable lead above 900. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Somebody asked how I'm doing. We're waiting for Brendan to come back. 902. You guys did it. It's time to celebrate, guys. It's time to celebrate. Hey, Direct Weather, have you ever experienced straight line winds? Absolutely, I have. I've experienced all sorts of winds. Spinny winds, straight line winds, updraft, downdraft, all of it. 905. Way to go, guys. Director Weather, when was the last time you saw hail? I swear it hailed the other night here a little bit. The rain got so heavy, guys, and sometimes you just feel like there's gotta be some hail in there sometimes, and that was one of those events. Usually earlier in the season here, like April, is when it might happen. When it's a little colder up in that upper atmosphere, it makes it a little bit easier for hail events to occur earlier on in the year like this. Good night, Lucas. Good night. We are going to be working on a weather app soon. The Direct Weather app is something I've been wanting to work on for about a year now. And we're trying to find a developer that wants to take on that project. So, somebody we can partner with and make it happen. 112 mile per hour microburst in Huntsville, Texas. Wow. Yeah, it's actually hailed here like every year. Usually at least once. Like tiny hail. Never big. Like pea sized. Very small. What is your absolute favorite weather? Like, I guess like blizzard conditions. I love that. When it's just puking snow. Somebody said, what made you want to start the channel? And I think that's an interesting question. If you mean the main channel, I started it when I was like 13. So we can kind of deep dive into this. This is the second channel, guys. This is where we can go over a little bit more like interesting things. Let's see if it'll let me scroll down far enough. Sometimes it just stops loading. Guys, this is direct weather history right here. And this is back when we had the gray thumbnails. So you can see we transitioned to the red ones around just about a year ago. Let's keep it going. $50,000 subscriber video. Very cool.
All right, Les.
You're back?
Yeah.
You're breaking
Yep,
up a
I'm
little
back.
bit,
Sorry about
Brendan.
that.
Okay, there you go.
Yep, I'm here. Sorry about that.
We're going through direct weather history right now.
Oh, we're going back in time.
We're going, yeah.
Time capsule.
Somebody asked why I started the channel, so we're going way back.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at all those thumbnails, man. Those are so throwback.
Yeah. You seeing the gray ones right now on screen?
Yep. Yep.
Just wait, man. They get pretty juicy towards the bottom. Once we're talking about like 6 or 7 years ago, they get pretty juicy, dude.
Pretty cool.
There they are. There they are.
While I
The
was
chunky
considering-
boys. The chunky boys.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let me ask you, man. I mean, when you first started, I don't know if somebody's already asked this, and I may be stepping on some toes here, but when you first started your YouTube channel, did you ever think that it would get to this point? I mean, you're close to like 150,000 subs, and was that ever a thought in your mind? Like, what was the original intent of the channel? What did you kind of expect it to be? You know,
Well,
in terms of like sub count and
I don't know, man. Like honestly, like I was like 13, and I just wanted to make weather videos. Like that's it. That's all it's ever been. Like I wasn't even like, especially then, like I was not even thinking about anything like that. Like I didn't know you could make money doing YouTube. I didn't really care. Like obviously, like when you get a lot of views, you're like, wow, like it's kind of exciting. But I really just wanted to talk about the weather and make videos about it.
yeah.
There was another YouTuber way back then that was another kid, and he got a lot of views back in the day, like 2013, 2014. I have no idea where that guy went, but like I looked up to him so much, and I would love to reach back out to him. Because he's probably like one of my biggest inspirations. He's probably like a year or two older than me then. So like I was like 13 and he was probably like 15 or 16. So obviously, kind of looked up to him. So
Yeah.
that was kind of what was going on in the weather YouTube world back then.
I mean,
I would
and
love to
has
find
the
that.
community not grown? I mean, I feel like it used to be like really small back in the day.
No,
hate to say
yeah,
it back
and
in the day, I
everybody
feel
that was
old.
there then is gone.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody that was there then is here anymore. There was, I would love to find it. I might have something in one of these. Let me just make sure I pause it.
Okay,
Oh,
but
okay.
guys,
Oh god,
yeah,
dude, the audio's gonna play in the stream. It's so
This is
bad.
mine.
Oh, is this from when you're 13?
Yeah, and the quality is
Oh,
so
come on.
bad.
Chat, do you want to hear some throwback? I mean, it's flashback.
Guys,
Friday.
hold your
Chat,
ears.
do you want to
Hold
hear
your-
it?
Mute it real quick, guys. I'm warning you.
I think they said yes. I'm gonna speak for them. I think they
There's a
said, heck
delay,
yeah.
so they haven't. Dude, when they hear it, it's so bad. Everybody's gonna freak out. Is it LOL? Look, people commented on this. I just realized this. Bro, you can hear how young he
my
is.
God. You guys are awesome.
I didn't even realize people came back and looked at this.
Play it fancy. Oh, he's on.
People say my voice is similar. Are you kidding me? Come on now.
Oh, wow.
The mic isn't though. That's for sure. Puberty
Yeah, what
hits
kind of mic
hard.
did you have back then? What kind of mic was it?
Dude, straight HP internal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay. I looked at your first video a year back, and the comments were mean. I know Force 13 was out since 2011. Yeah, Force 13's been a while. I know somebody mentioned Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall is relatively. A lot of people have just known him.
Let's see. I want to try to find. I feel like there's. So that one's like flooded with like new comments. So we're not gonna get any like old school weather YouTube information from that because there's just too much new stuff going on. I had no idea that was that. I wondered why it had 5,000 views, and now I kind of know. I was like, I do not remember getting that many views back then. Let's see. I have to scroll all the way back. Guys, remind me to open that in a new tab next time.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I can hardly hear you, Brendan. There you go. He's gonna. So guys, this is all stuff you can come find, by the way. Keep in mind. guys. I'm gonna really try to not let this destroy my ears.
Hey guys.
That one's a lot less loud. There we go. I want to see if, is there anything that eludes? Come on.
Lagged out. Sorry about that, chat.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to see if there's like anything that'll lead me to an answer as far as like other old school YouTubers. I don't think I'm gonna find it, man. Like, how do you even search for old YouTube videos?
Like, I mean, is that true though? I think Force 13 was around, right? They're like pretty old. They've been around for quite a while.
Let's see.
Were they around? I mean, I'm trying to think, because, I mean, Pico's Hank, you count him. Been around for a while too.
Yeah.
Although that's more storm chasing.
Force 13 was made in 2011. It says.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
But like, I consider that different, you know, based on like what they were doing, and like it's all hurricanes and tropical stuff on Force 13, so it's so different. It's a lot more like niche, if that makes sense. Just a lot more niche.
Yeah, and like I'm even trying to think of when I was. I mean, the first. I actually found your channel. That was the first one that I found. That was back in probably about late 2019, early 2020. But even like growing up, I mean, I was so into like tornado chasers and storm chasers on Discovery that like I didn't even realize that there was a community on YouTube, you know, because I was so used to watching, you know, Reed Timmer and Tim Samaras on Discovery Channel, and then watching Storm Stories on the Weather Channel. I mean, I think just overall, I know we're all, you know, different YouTubers and stuff, but it's really encouraging to see the weather community sort of expand in these last couple of years. And even on Discord too, which has become a pretty, you know, great place to expand your weather knowledge and network with people. I think it's going in a relatively good direction, honestly. And, you know, it's definitely bigger than it was before. I don't know how you feel, because again, you've been in the game for a while, but, I mean, it just I feel as though it's definitely grown.
Yeah.
The last couple
of years. Yeah,
that's a great thing.
It's been interesting to watch it grow. I'm gonna show you guys one of the YouTubers that I found that was around when I was first getting into it. So this is Tyler Sutok. I don't even know how to say his last name, but smaller channel, but he's always made weather videos, and I always found them very interesting. Also, Meteo Mark. I don't know if any of you have heard of Meteo Mark. Really interesting guy. He's really dedicated to what he does, and he deserves a lot more of a following, I think. But I mean, he has been doing this for years, making weekly weather videos. So let's see. 6 years. Yeah, so a very long time here. I don't want to bore you guys to death with this stuff, but it's just interesting how the community over on YouTube has just completely changed. Very, very interesting. I mean, how I started is I found a video, kind of like what Brendan said, like, I don't know how you found my channel, but I actually was just searching for, like, winter forecasts, because I was like, I just want to see, like, what's going on, you know what I mean? I was, like, 11. I'm like, I want to see if I'm getting snow. Well, I instantly got drawn into, you know, these other channels that were already doing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this so bad, like, so bad. And I ended up doing it, and that's kind of how it started. Just because I one day was like, I wonder if people make weather YouTube videos. I don't know why people would think that they don't, but I really didn't think that it was a thing. And then it was.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it was a new, like, untapped sector of YouTube. And it's like I said, it's good to see other people kind of joining the fray. And I, the way I look at it, Ashton, as a final thought on this subject, the way I see it, the more people that do, severe weather content at once, I mean, that's a good thing. The more the word out, the better. And, guys, going back to our streams especially, like that's why I like doing those streams, and so does Ashton. It's really, you know, in that term, in that point of what's going on, and especially the last 2 weeks, it's the the channel growth and all that comes second. The number one priority is to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. I remember at the Weather Channel, for example, they used to really cover stuff wall to wall. But I gotta say that, if it's like an enhanced risk or it's an area that's, doesn't have a huge population, the Weather Channel tends to not cover it. So that's where, the direct weather platform comes in. And Ashton, I mean, even before me, you've done a very good job at bringing it home, providing a stream where, hey, if you live in an area that's mainly rural, or even an area that's populated, it's just not being covered as well, and you need information, critical information, not only do you have the weather service, but you also have us to provide, real-time radar data and try to, keep up to date with what the weather service is communicating out to the people. So
Yeah.
it's a really good thing what we're doing. And I, in respect, I think there's many people in the weather community that try to do the same thing. But, us in particular, not to like toot our own horn, but I feel that we really try to go as long as possible. I remember that Dixie Alley stream, you and I went, 8 hours, and then you went an additional 4. So close to a 12-hour live stream just to make sure that everybody was prepared and understanding of the gravity of the event.
Yeah. It's difficult, it's very difficult. And you wouldn't think that, I mean, it's just the vocal stamina, man. I think I was feeling it a little more than you. I don't know if it's something about my voice, but like,
yeah,
it's so weird how that catches up with you. And like, my throat and mouth just starts to hurt so bad where I'm like, I actually just don't want to talk at all. Like, I just want to stop talking. That's the feeling I get, like it just hurts to talk, which is it's a terrible feeling.
Stormy Ninja said, I know there's not much cussing on the main channel. It'll be family friendly on the second channel. It's actually something that me and Ashton talked about. That's really crazy that you mentioned that. Yes, it will. There's going to be very little cussing on this channel, next to none. I'm going to keep it as family as possible. Also, by the way, Ashton does that too on his main channel. Very rarely do I hear that man cuss, especially on a live stream, and I've been with him on a couple. So, unless if there's some old throwback videos where he was just cussing up a storm as a 13-year-old, which I don't think happened.
No, we deleted those ones. We deleted those ones.
Oh, you did?
No, I'm just lying.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Reed Timmer is so brave, cool, and got interested in tours 2013. Yeah, Reed Timmer was one of my first. I mean, that guy, he just has a very Kobe Bryant-like competitiveness, like that Mamba mentality where, like, even on Storm Chasers, I believe Ashley, Joe, anybody in the chat is, he was always the guy that would chase the area that nobody else went to, and he usually nailed it like 98. I mean, he's just so competitive with these chases, but he's also really competitive in the research field. I know that it was just last year where he recorded some very, very fascinating data from inside the tornado using some of his probes. So that was very significant in the tornado research sector of meteorology. So he's done a lot of groundbreaking research, but of course, everybody knows Reed for his very ballsy storm chases, and trying to get inside the tornado as much as possible. Something that I could never do, honestly. Reed Timmer is crazy. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? He's also very smart, too. He's a really, really smart guy. And honestly, chat, if you haven't read his book, Into the Storm, read it. It not only teaches you about the life as a chaser, but also the life in the classroom. Because remember, he has his PhD in meteorology, and he talks about OU and how difficult this major is. And look, guys, many of you don't know this, but I'm going to college for it. And, of course, I'm here for advice if you need any on that. But I will tell you firsthand, it's not easy. It's a hard major. It's not as simple as just reading a sounding. There's physics and math built into it. Anyway. It's a good book. Read it. Read Timmer. He's a great guy. And Ashton, I assume you've probably followed a lot of his chase.
Yeah, I mean,
There.
obviously, especially as a kid, I mean, Reed Timmer just, I mean, when you have all the time in the world, it's sad growing up how little time you have, you studying and then me working on the channel. For a couple of years in my life now, I've had very little time to watch TV or watch videos, at least a significant amount. But yeah, keeping up with Reed Timmer stuff is a lot of fun. And those chases, man, like you said, he's so competitive. I mean, I've never seen somebody get so dejected when they realized a wedge hit on a separate supercell when they had to, because
Oh, no.
you have to choose. You have to choose. You can't be at two places at once. So when there's five good-looking storms, you have to pick which one. And that means there's going to be a decent chance that you're going to be wrong and miss out big time. And that happens.
Yeah. I'm a Hoosier too, looking out for. Oh, I just missed your comment. Looking out for. Yeah, there is the Hoosier Alley. That's an under the radar alley. I gotta say, when it's activated, it's activated. Hoosier Alley can turn up at any point in time. It's a very underrated area, in my opinion. It's not talked about very often. Even that whole Ohio Valley. Can we watch S2 Season 8 Storm Chases? I really like that episode. I don't really want to leave the stream. Probably not on this stream, although Ashton, I've seen a lot of them re-uploaded. Um,
Yeah,
oh,
Reed
sorry, what's
Timmer
up?
on his YouTube channel. You can do that. You can. I'm pretty sure access all of those. Let me make sure I'm right. So I have.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because they had mentioned the Discovery episodes because I've seen a channel re-upload all 4 seasons. I'm just wondering if that's like even if we could even do that. Not to Is that even
No,
something that I'm capable of doing, or can I get strike even for that?
you could easily get striked for that probably because Reed Timmer likely partially owns this because he's in it. So if you're in it, you
Yeah,
can
okay.
obviously repost it, but we're obviously not in it. Um,
Right.
but yeah, you can access on Reed Timmer's YouTube channel season 2 at least in 4K resolution. Although I'm pretty sure it's not filmed in 4K. So um, yeah, so at least season 2, but you can find him. You can find him.
Deciphering Weather said definitely not an easy major studying Calc 4 and physics. Yeah, so Calc 4, you might be referring to ordinary differential equations. That's actually not a bad class, what I've heard. If there's any sort of forewarning I can give people, Calc 2 out of any of the calculus is, it's hard to explain why, it just is. So once you get past Calc 2, which is what I'm in right now, to me it's not that bad, but it's still pretty hard. Things get better. It's just there's sometimes with this major there's forks in the road. You just kind of have to bob and learn the ropes a bit, and you'll get used to it, guys. Many of you are very far off from college, so you have plenty of time to practice. But if there's anything you should know, like I said before, math and physics heavy. That's what this. If you don't like math and you want to do meteorology, tell yourself that you love it. The best advice. How's everyone doing? Yeah, Adrian, we're doing good, man. Thanks for stopping by as always. Does anyone know who Ryan Hall? Yeah, yes. We mentioned him earlier. Like I said, he's pretty. Yeah, I've seen a few. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Definitely different than what we've seen in Unity for sure. He's definitely a very, very interesting guy. I gotta say, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. He's got some. I am 13 and I thought about going into meteorology, although I am also thinking about going into education. Okay, you got plenty of time, man. You got plenty of time. You know, you're gonna really start to find out over the next few years when you get into high school and once you finish up in middle school, really what you want to do. Um, Me and Ashton have had that thought before. Eventually, in high school, you start to figure out what you want to do with your life. And, you got plenty of time, but definitely, start to weigh your options. It's never too early to do that. Graduated back in 2007. Nice, good.
Let's see.
Devin Cook, like, oh, you're talking. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Ashton. I totally just went off on a tangent. I apologize. You
No,
wanted to
you're
talk
good.
about
You're good. By the way, we've crossed over 900 subscribers. We're at 910
Woo! Oh,
subscribers.
guys, we're almost there. 90 subs. That's all we need. Let's get
90
there.
subs.
Oh my goodness. Just That's not that big of a number.
Brennan, somebody said, Brennan, you sound very educated. He does sound very educated. He is very
Oh, thank you,
educated.
my friend. I try, but look, I have my flaws, so I will. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything. I mean, I definitely have some areas I still need to brush up on. I graduate in 22, I think late 22, so that's when I'll have my bachelor's. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, no, I look forward to learning more alongside you guys and getting to know all of you over time. I wish someone could teach me how to cook. Don't ask me how to cook. Maybe ask Ashton, but I can't cook for the life of me.
I will
I think
say,
the best I can do is mac and cheese, like out of the box. That's about it.
Brendan is a fine meteorologist. I'm a fine cook. I will say that because I
There you go. There you go, man.
because I can make a fine meal. And look, when we get Brendan to come down here to Virginia and we chase a hurricane together, we will make a cooking video for this channel for sure.
Let me ask you this though.
Cooking tutorials.
Two questions to follow up on that. One, what are we making? And two, are we going to be using my Honda Civic for the hurricane?
Well, I have a Honda Civic too. Actually, I didn't know if you knew that. So we can
Oh, really?
we can roll with one of them. One of the Civics. I don't know. But so we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
We are.
Yeah. I if the roads are flooded at all, we're done because I mean I'm about like 6 inches off of the ground with my car. At least I have a 2000.
Okay, mine's 2004, so I think we have a little bit more in the way of protection. I think I
Yeah.
have like an extra, like, I don't know. I think I have. My car sucks. It doesn't. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
complete
we'll have to
transition.
get some sort of some other vehicle for that. But I don't know what I'd cook. We'll have to figure that one out when we get there. But it's filet mignon, lobster. I don't know, something fancy like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, or maybe
Um.
sushi just in case the power goes out. We can just roll with it. Like,
Oh,
regard
man.
eat it really fast
See, I
because
can't, bro. I can't. I have to eat the California rolls because I'm kind of a wuss when it
the
comes to like the raw.
the California rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the stuff that like pretends to be sushi, but it's really not.
Yeah, you won't even go with like a
That's
shrimp
right.
tempura.
No, of course not. It's got to be cooked.
No,
I
that
will
is
not.
cooked. That is cooked. It's cooked shrimp.
Oh, all right.
It's like
What else is
crunchy.
in it? Okay.
It is like crab, maybe crab. Also, there's like
All
volcano
right, maybe.
roll, which is similar, but yeah, we'll get you on that raw fish gang because
You'll slowly kind of wean me into it, just like
I'll be like it's
ever
cooked,
so
and then you'll eat it, and then you'll be like it's really
right.
good, and I'll be like yeah, you just ate raw fish, bro. Um, I swear,
Somebody.
sushi's okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I don't want to stay off topic.
No, go
Um,
ahead. Oh, please.
I was just gonna say, sushi's one of those things where like you feel like it's gonna be super weird, but once you eat it, it's actually not that weird. Like it's the mentality where you're like, ugh, but it's I've never eaten a food that makes me feel so good, and not like full, like overly full. It's just very fresh and good. It's like the opposite of what you would think, and that's all I have to say about that.
I wanted to real quickly get to a question somebody asked me. It was about November 17th, and what was my experience? Honestly, so a lot of those tornadoes happened like in central Illinois. I'm up like in northwest Illinois. Specifically, I'm not going to tell exactly where I am, obviously, but I'm right around like the western suburbs. So right around like the Crystal Lake and Point South type of area. But what I do remember is just how strange that day was because, we had just the jet stream aloft at the lowest levels. These clouds were flying. And I remember getting a tornado warning at like 10:45 in the morning. Anybody who lives in Illinois, or really anywhere for that matter, knows that warnings that early in the morning are pretty rare. So that's the only thing I have. Thankfully, there was no touchdowns like in my town, but they were mainly in the western portions of my county. So I just the only thing I remember is just how fast that jet was and just how bizarre the event was, considering it was a high risk. And oh, by the way, it was November. Like that's just so that's all I got on that one.
Somebody said we should make a podcast.
At this point, I think we've already done it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're trucking along, man.
Podcasts are like 1 hour long. We've definitely regularly crossed that mark.
The night is still young, my.
Yeah. We could easily do a podcast for sure. Let's see. I've had a few tornadoes up in Maine. I didn't know you lived up in Maine. Eagles fan for Maine. That's interesting.
Don't worry.
But yeah, Maine's a really, really cool place. I've been up and down there. Love it up in Maine. If any of y'all heard of Pecos Hank, yeah, I think we have. Are you guys going to Are you guys going to continue Direct Weather and Direct Weather 2 for at least 50 more years? I was thinking at least like 100 more years, but yeah, at least 100. No, I'm hoping, let's see. In 50 years, I'm going to be 71, so I hope I'll be retired from Direct Weather by then.
Nah, we'll still be going.
Yes.
We're gonna be going till.
Yeah, somebody said, will we be doing Direct Weather and Direct Weather 2 in 50 years? And I said at least 100, but then I was kind of like, I want to retire by the time I'm like, at least like, I don't know, man.
Dude, I mean, with the way technology's going, who knows what it's gonna be in 50? I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
that's just a long stretch. Who knows what YouTube's gonna be? Maybe by then, like YouTube merges with like Microsoft or something, or Microsoft buys Google. I don't know.
Yeah, our kids are probably going to make fun of us about weather. I mean, about YouTube, probably.
Yeah, probably.
They're probably going to be like, that's so stupid.
Yeah, but honestly, guys, it's oh man, 9:13, 9:13. For those who have already subbed, thank you. Ashton has done a great job at plugging this channel throughout the last few days, and I do appreciate him so much for that. Not every YouTuber is granted that opportunity to have someone of that size sort of kind of give you that push. So I'm very grateful for that, Ashton. Thank you for that. As far as subs tonight, those who did sub, thank you. You're amazing. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, at the top of the hour, I will be doing a live stream Monday, 8 Eastern. It will not be from my car. It's going to be from my house. It's going to be a better mic. It's not going to be me through a phone driving around, although that would be, you know, a nice little IRL stream. You guys could hear the hecticness of my job. But instead, it's going to be from my house. We're going to be doing sort of like this Q&A, very relaxed. It also will be a charity stream, so I'm going to figure out if we can get that going or how we could. So stay tuned for that. And also what charity we'll be featuring for the donation. And also we're going to look forward to what this week could bring. Ashton's going to cover the bulk of it on his videos. I'm just really going to kind of give you my thoughts. We'll actually look at some soundings and see sort of what BFS is kicking up right now and just sort of, you know, again, recap and look forward to what could even transpire late next week. One thing I even want to mention too for you guys, I don't know if this was clear or not. We've just been having such a good time. But we will still be doing live streams together. That will not change. I will still be on Ashton's streams in events that warrant it, such as major severe weather events, hurricanes, even maybe some winter storms, depending on how that goes. So that will stay the same. Again, this channel is just for additional content that you might not see on the main channel and even on live streams, just because the main channel is really serves the purpose of giving everybody a very informative overview as to what they can expect in the lower 48 over the next few days and beyond. Just wanted to, you know, I wanted to just get that out there, Ashton, just to make it clear. Like, this is not like, okay, I'm going in my corner and you're going in your corner. We're still going to be collaborating quite a bit.
Right.
Streams. And that's really what I like to do. And of course, you know, if something goes really late into the night, you know, past like say 10:30, you know, it might even be a situation where y'all head over to W2 and we kind of finish out the event. It just all depends on what happens with the events, timing. But really, the main channel is going to take place with where the bulk of the severe weather, main sort of peak time for severe weather, that will be covered up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I talked earlier when you weren't here at one point about how much we want to keep it intertwined, the two channels, and just really having them kind of flow really well together. And that there would be a little, maybe even a little bit of me on the Direct Weather 2 channel and a little bit of you on the Direct Weather main channel as well.
Oh, okay.
Collaborating those two channels in certain ways, from time to time, um, just to do really cool things, but we'll obviously talk more about that. We know for now that in the main big severe weather events, hurricane events, snowstorm events, like Brennan said, we're going to be making massive streams together, like we've been doing. So that's going to definitely be the case. And then as far as other collaborations go, I know we're both open to collaborating as much as possible. So we'll be thinking of other projects as well to do together. 'Cause I honestly think it just flows better when there's two people like this. So as much as we can do this uh, together, the better, especially for streams.
Yeah, couple of comments. People are already roasting the GFS. I totally understand.
Yeah, I saw that.
Not meant to really do severe weather. It's just meant to give you a general sense of pattern. But yeah, the GFS I have a love hate with. Um, if you use it to predict like what kind of severe weather we're going to see or what these storms are going to produce, not a good idea. If there's one tip, I agree with me there. Long range really don't serve that purpose. It's really served to give you just I should play a drinking game for every time I say general sense. But the general sense of what the pattern would be area at that period.
Absolutely.
So that's something. One thing I wanted to also get to, Ashton, we need. Man, you guys want that face reveal for Ashton at 150. People want it, Ashton. They want 150 face reveal. You want to comment on that for the viewers?
Honestly, I'm always honest with you guys, but the one thing I always lie about is I'll tell you guys I'm gonna do a face reveal all the time, and I never do it. I said it at 50K, I said it at 100K, and I'm gonna say it at 150K, and then 200K after we hit 150K. Yeah, I don't know when it's coming, guys. 1 mil. We're setting the bar really high with that one.
Yep. Tornado season's gonna go crazy this year. We'll see. I think views is more important than subs when it comes to covering weather. I guess to a degree.
I think views is going to be the most important, because then we're getting like,
Sure.
I don't care if they come back again. I mostly just want to see that, we're getting that information out to people. So I think the views is the biggest thing there, not the sub.
Subs won't really accomplish that. Again, I mean, hey, I will always love to have an increase in subs, but yeah, you're totally right. I mean, views in that moment of time, like especially during the Dixie Alley events, yeah, the more people, the better. That's why we kept saying, hey, like the stream. It's not for our purpose. It's in order to get the word out through the algorithm. Hey, come to the stream. This is what's going on. Even through social media. So
right.
That's why we do that. We don't just do that just for the subs and the views. The biggest reason why we do that during the streams is because we need people to see this. Like, this is a very bad event. And these two high risks did exactly that. They most part lived up to the expectations of being a pretty significant event.
Right. People are saying they need a contract for this one for me to do the face reveal. Like, they need me to, like, basically. I was thinking of something that would be really crappy of me is if I did it on the Patreon page.
Oh my goodness.
Like, face reveal over on the Patreon page, guys.
You'd get a lot of sellouts in chat, bro.
Yeah.
You'd be like, dude, really? My God. And then even then, right, you do the Patreon and be like, nah, actually, we're going to wait until we get to, like, 400 members.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, 150,000 Patreon members, and I'll do it.
There you go. Hey, Fancy, how do certain areas get supercells all the time? It just depends on the region. I mean, obviously, speaking of the live stream, you'll hear about more of that on the next live stream on Monday, because I can definitely dissect that more. But just generally speaking, the plains, they have that dry line. You have the mountain, which allow for more upscale thunderstorm development, usually hail, which I can explain later on. And then, in places like the Midwest and the South, it's different. It's more so of uh, just a ridge of high pressure that positions itself in southeast Florida and areas west. And then just to the north of the jet stream, you have cold air from Canada sinking down, and that's where we got our low to just completely bomb out. So it's just different sort of variables play a role. It just really depends on where you are. And I'll go into more of that if you want on the Monday live stream. So stay tuned for that. I'll be more than happy to really break that. Ethan said, "Am I ever allowed to come on and talk on stream?" Possibly. We'll see. I mean, we're trying to get all of our Discord stuff together. That could be a Discord idea that we do. I know, Ashton, Discord has now, as you know, added sort of a clubhouse feature, so that could be something where we could do that. I don't know. Me and Ashton got to figure that out because there's so much of Discord that have just been added in the last day that I don't even know where to begin. So, but we'll see. We'll see. You actually showed your face in the weather coverage a few years ago. Oh, Ashton. All right.
All right. Let me go delete. Hold on.
Respond to them.
Yeah. Linker didn't happen. We'll have to go see about that. Sounds kind of sus to me. Let's see. But if you mean by like a few years ago, like 5 years ago, then yeah, I probably did. Or was it like, okay, was it like direct weather, or was it when I was kind of a different name? Let me know, Brennan, if he responds to that. I feel like I remember that. You gotta go find it now, man. You there with us, Brennan? Let's see.
I've seen your face before. It was direct weather. I know it's hair color.
Whoa. Let's see. Somebody said.
Oh, also too, quick plug with the 47 people in here. On the next live stream I do on Monday, I will also be announcing an additional segment I did not mention on the live stream as to upload. So I do have an idea, and I'm gonna have you guys chime in on what city you want me to pick first. I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet. You have to wait towards Monday, but it's a really, really cool idea, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. So wait till Monday.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna be definitely tuning in. I'm gonna plug that one too, guys.
So I'm gonna get to a comment here too. I think it was Flueless that said, "Fancy, how do dry lines affect mode and severity? What role do they play?" Just to give you like the simplest answer to that, what dry lines do, you have two types of lapse rates. And when we talk about lapse rates, we're really referring to the change in temperature of an air parcel with height. Okay. Obviously, this rates typically you might see the more significant hail. Not all the time, but most of the time. It also signals strong updraft. So when we look at dry lines, there's two types of lapse rates. We have what's called wet and wet adiabatic lapse rate, you got to think it's just a saturated air parcel, whereas a dry adiabatic lapse rate, shocker, it's dry. And what we know from just general physics is that water is more dense than a molecule is more dense than an air parcel. So what that weather is that tend to be more significant and steeper than a saturated air parcel. Why? Because water, not only is it more dense, but it takes longer to change temperature, meaning that for a dry adiabatic lapse rate, it is quicker to change temperature from cold to warm with hot. And I know that's probably went right over your head, and I apologize, but I can definitely explain more on Monday, but basically, all you got to remember is in terms of dry air, a saturated air parcel takes longer to change temperature with height as it's going up through the layers of the atmosphere. And then a dry adiabatic collapse rate, it's quicker because it's not saturated. Very, very brief overview. So I will go more to detail on Monday. I apologize.
Yeah, Monday. Nice transition there. We'll get it. We'll show it on Monday, guys. We'll talk about it on Monday. I'm still looking for this
Has a
face
higher
reveal.
specific heat. Yeah, Nick, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's an even better way to put it. Yeah, it's because it's like I said, it's made up of water, H2O. So and water, as we know, even just from bodies of water like oceans and lakes, we see that even today. Like it takes longer for those water temperatures to change. Whereas with air, out here, just west of Lake Michigan, for example, it warms up and quicker because we're farther away. Yeah. No, it didn't. Don't worry. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, it may have for some of you, it may have went right over your head, but once I have a visual on Monday, it'll be so much easier rather than telling you. Ashton, take it away for just a moment, all right?
All right. Yeah, I was just briefly looking for that face reveal, guys, but I could not find it. I remember it was accidental. Let's see. Mark Mullo. Hello, Ashton, Brendan, in live chat. I'm happy to be a new member of your server on Discord. Thank you for joining the Discord, guys. Be sure to join the Discord. That's going to be in the pinned comment there at the top that you can click. That's our Discord server. We'd love to have you there, be a part of the discussion. We said it's mid-fall chat, 2014. Well, that's definitely a long time ago. Wow, tropical tidbits at a way different snowfall. I did not realize that. Hold on. Yeah, way different. Yeah, it was a lot of fun going live back then, guys. Sorry, I was just literally listening to that. Oh, thanks, Weather Today. Weather Today's on it, guys. And somebody asked me earlier if I've been to the Cavalier, by the way, guys, and I have been to the Cavalier. Somebody asked me that. For sure, been there many times. Yeah, Adrian already knows we're not having a face reveal. Adrian's already revealed his face. He has his soccer videos and everything. Severe weather coverage. Yeah, I was kind of looking for that one. Can you tell me like what the minute mark is on that? I have that stream. I remember like being like, oh no. It's so funny how that's coming back to me now. Because I really did not want to do that. $42. Oh no. I'm scared, guys. Wait, why am I scared to see my own face? I look I look in the mirror every day. Oh no. There it is. Only the real ones go and find it. Gosh, I looked so rough. What was I thinking? No, I'm not gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna make it that easy on you guys. Come on now. Weather today. What have you done, man? What have you done? Everybody wants me to release it. Guys, I'm sending the video to private. I'm sorry. I have to. That'd be the biggest troll move. Set it to private. To Guys, Brendan knows what I look like. He has me on Facebook. He doesn't even need a face reveal.
Did somebody say you look like the Rock?
Yes, they did. And yes, I did. Yes, I did. They were right when they said that.
That is in.
Dude, you
Where
gotta
are we
see
at right now with
this.
subs? Where are we at?
Oh, with subs, we are at 909. So we've kind of stalled out a little bit here.
No worries. Well, hey, you know what? Look, if we don't get to 1,000, definitely will on Monday. But I'm enjoying you guys. I know me and Ashton are very, very, very fun. That you guys have been. So, thank you.
There, I have a picture because I used to have really long hair. Like you've obviously seen my Facebook. Brendan, I'm gonna send this on Discord over to you. A screenshot. I'm gonna. I told him I'm gonna set it to private.
Yeah.
But yeah, in one of my live
Sorry.
streams, what was that?
Yeah, go ahead.
In one of my live streams from 2019, this like little tiny face reveal happened for like.
You did? Oh no! It's okay. Only 33 people. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys.
Not like anybody clipped it. So.
Yeah, you guys are the real ones. It's so old though; it's outdated. You know, like that's not the real one.
Y'all won't see my film. That won't be. We'll say about one.
How about we both just do it at 1 million subscribers for each individual channel?
Yeah. Turning back the clock.
Yep, absolutely. Should Adrian do a face reveal? I don't know, man. You might need to ask your parents.
Yeah, sure. Make that just.
Gaming Pro Player 22, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday.
$1,017 subs. Wow, that's a pretty specific number. But hey, I don't know. I'm wrong. Is Fancy here? Yeah, I'm right here, man.
Let's see. Somebody said, Ashton, are you an NBA fan? Well, yeah. I really like. First off, everybody was saying I look like an NBA player, so first off, but yeah, I'm a big Celtics fan. Big Celtics fan.
You're saying like you actually revealed your face. That's been the biggest topic of discussion. I'm surprised.
Dude, it's regularly the biggest topic in my videos too, so don't worry about it. Like,
Okay.
if it just comes up, it's just one of those things. Like, I don't know. We just get carried away a little
I'm Waffle Doggo. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, sure.
bit. Also, DW, you did reveal your face in another stream. I forgot which one. If it was older than that, it's not a big deal because there were some videos I uploaded when I was like 13 too that had my face. But I don't think people want to see my 13-year-old face. They want to see like current, which they're not gonna get.
Dude, nobody wants to see my face right now because, dude, my hair. I don't know if it's because of quarantine, but it looks like a gooseneck. Unbelievable.
You know, everybody says that. And you know what's crazy is my mom's a hairdresser, so actually I've gotten more haircuts because I've just been stuck at home. So like I've actually just been more well kept since COVID started because I'm just like constantly in the salon. So it's like so different. So different. Somebody said your impressions are 100. If are they talking about what I think they're talking about, man? Because if they are, I agree.
Nah, it's pretty bad.
You're like your audio right now is very quiet. And like
Oh, I'm literally almost home, so I think it should be better like in just a second. Is this better? Or am I still really quiet?
it's better now a little bit, yeah. Yeah, dude, your impressions are on point. Let's see.
By the way, since we have a little bit of downtime here, if you guys have not joined the Discord server yet, the Direct Weather Discord, please do. Very, very friendly environment. Everybody's very welcoming. We got a great staff over there. So if you haven't yet joined the Discord, please. I'm usually in there regularly. Ashton pops in every now and then as well. So we'll be up in there chatting about weather. I'll probably be in there after the conclusion of tonight's live stream, talking about just weather. I'm boring in that sense. I'm going to talk weather. It ain't going to be about the face reveal. It's going to be about the weather or sushi. New weather.
Yeah.
You want to chat in there? Join the Discord server, folks. It's completely free. You never know what you expect, but it's going to be weather for the most part. We have other channels too. We just don't have a sushi channel yet.
Somebody randomly said large wedge tornado on the ground in Vermont. That was so random.
Yeah, I think today's not April 1st anymore. You just missed it by a day.
Yeah. Just by a day.
Yeah, Reed Timmer did that same thing yesterday. He's like, yeah, large wedge. He said it on Facebook.
Oh my god.
And everybody was just totally roasting for it. Yeah, it was...
I'm not bold enough. I saw one like somebody was like unicorn like skeletons. They found like unicorn fossils, trying to say like unicorns existed, and people really fell for it. Like they put like the wow emoji on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh. Secondhand embarrassment right there.
All right, how's the audio now on mine? Is it better?
It's way better, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adrian saying Channel 3 is going to be for him.
There you go.
There you go. We'll give it a
I'll
few
be able to
years.
You guys have been too funny tonight. Too funny.
I know this has
Oh,
been a
look at
fun
that. We're
stream.
back up to 90. Yeah, it has been. It has been. I'd like to do this more often. This is pretty fun. Um, you should have done a face April Fool's video about a face reveal.
That would
Yeah,
have been a great
yeah,
idea. Oh my
that
gosh.
too. Oh man, yeah, back up to 913. Appreciate it, guys. Long wedge tornado on the ground in Long Island. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Somebody said
That would
Jason
be the
Tatum is only 19 and it's not in April 1st. Do you know how many times I've heard Jason Tatum is only 19? It's like for everybody who knows the NBA, like I've heard that more than anything else in the past. Like I've heard that like for the past like 4 years. How old is he?
You know
20,
what? Let's
21?
find out. Small streams are always the best. Yeah, I mean,
More
honestly,
personalized.
yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna flex here because I've already flexed to Ashton off stream, but believe it or not, I actually used to have a Twitch channel. And Ashton, did I ever tell you the name of it? Ever
No,
told you?
no.
Okay, I'm gonna plug it, but I'm never gonna stream from it. So guys, do not follow this. Okay, I swear, do not follow it. You will never see me on there. But it was Hall of Famer Gamer. That was my name,
Ooh.
Hall of Famer Gamer. It was pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie, but I used to stream. For those of you who don't know, Chad, I used to stream Minecraft back in the day, and it was when the PS4 came out and you could actually like live stream from the PlayStation. So all this Streamlabs OBS, which is what I've had to learn the last few days, it's all new to me because back then I did a lot of the streaming through the PlayStation platform. And I had streams where I would get like 40 or maybe 30 people, but then I also had streams that I got to like 300. And if you ask me which ones I enjoy the most, of course, you know, you always want to have like the more people, the better, right? Especially on these severe weather live streams. That's when we want a lot of people because we want people to know about what's going on. But in streams like this and what I'll be featuring next week, it's just more personalized, like Ashton said. Like being able to talk to you guys, you know, and get to know all of you and just kind of just chill, talk weather, get a little off topic every now and then. Those are nice streams to have. It's a good break from the fast-paced 1,000-viewer streams that me and Ashton did, you know, the last couple weeks. It's a nice thing to do. You know, it's kind of a good break in a way. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah. Very fun. I was thinking, you know, something we could do for the Discord people, which should be everybody, obviously. We should definitely hop in the Discord sometimes and just go in the general voice chat and just like talk to people. I think that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Like people just like randomly show up.
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly.
"Holy crap!" Like see the profile pictures just in there.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be a lot of
For
fun to
real.
do.
I mean, honestly,
Why not?
there are some people. Well, and not even that, but I think what would be really cool if we had like um, for those that have now graduated high school to do like high school senior year photos, just have like a little Discord channel, like just to see. That's really weird. I understand, but like it would not for elementary school or middle school people. Y'all are discluded. You're too young. I'm talking about people that have like that are older now, because we have actually a few people in our Discord that, like, I know Tony. I'm not gonna say his age, but he's older, right? And I know you and me. Well, I'm 23 and you're 21, so that'd be pretty cool to have like high school photos. Because I'm telling you, my high school photo from 2016, I was a cross country runner. I was like a twig. Adrian's even a cross country runner. He can attest to that because you burn off a lot of calories. You know, you're a runner.
Facebook
And
profile pic.
yeah, no, well, right. So in 2016, yeah, that's still my Facebook profile pic. I'm gonna tell you this: 5 years later, I don't look the same. I have a ton of hair on my head. It's curly. It's messy. Yeah. So let me get back into running, and then we'll check back in with you in about 5 years, chat. So maybe that's when I'll do the face reveal again. What's going on? Great. Now LaFraud is finished. Wait, really? Like he's done? Like done? Like for the year? Uh-oh. Are you sure? Tell me that that's not true, Ashton.
Let's see.
Somebody said LaFraud is done. So if he's... Dude. again, I know we're really off topic, but I have to now know, is LeBron James out for the year?
So like I haven't heard anything on that, and I'm looking at the sports news, and there's not like anything that's come out anytime recently.
Okay, so fake news. Okay, good. Because I know you said the Celtics before. I am a Lakers fan. Not because of LeBron. Okay, I respect LeBron, but me personally, I grew up with Kobe and Shaq, and I watched Kobe, and God bless him. Tragic loss in the NBA community when he passed. But yeah, like the Lakers for me, that's my team. Bulls are second because I'm from Chicago, but Lakers number one. Dude, Kobe was just a whole nother like beast. I mean, just his drive was unbelievable. Only OGs have seen Tony's middle school. Easy, chill, cement, chill, chill, chill. But yeah, no, I high school maybe. I don't know. Tony, what's going on, man? I'm sad now. What's going on? Why are you sad? Why don't you like the Bulls? I don't know. I think you know what, Ashton? Derrick Rose just disappointed me. Like he let me down, and it's not his fault that he tore his ACL, but I grew up with the Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah era too, and like beat the Miami Heat.
Yeah, you're breaking up. Pretty bad there. So we were getting into some NBA talk, guys. Let's see. Want to make sure we're still live here. I want to move that around a little bit. Yeah, but I'm a Celtics fan, guys, and I think the Celtics are the future. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart a little bit has some future ahead of him. He's a little older, but yeah, Celtics are the future, guys. Let's be real. What would happen if I post a picture of your face in the Discord?
Is that better? I literally I got a phone call, and anytime like my phone rings, it just completely messes up. So that's probably better now.
Yeah, it's way better.
Nah, but
Somebody said,
yeah,
what would happen if I put the picture of your face in the Discord?
ban. It'd be an automatic ban, no questions asked.
Automatic. Yeah, because that's like, that's some leverage right now for me and my business. Like the face reveal thing. If you kind of, I need that. Like, can't be going around doing that.
No, exactly. Somebody asked you, is there going to be? This is a question I've seen a couple times. Is there going to be a Direct Weather 3 or 4 in the future? Honestly, that's Ashton's call. I don't know. I mean, we just got this one started. So
Yeah,
who
it's
knows?
like we're gonna see how this one goes, and then like kind of consider after that. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's impossible to say for certain.
Yeah. Yeah, even Tony. See, Tony's laying down the hammer, Adrian. He's like, yeah, you post that photo in there, you're gone. No ifs, ands, or buts. Gotta maybe revise our constitution there for that specific rule. Um, Next year I'm gonna do sports. Nice, Gaming Pro. What sports are you gonna do, man? Let me know. I'm curious to know. Oh, speaking of ban, I'll be number 3. What's going on? All right, Winter Queen, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on? Yeah, we're just vibing, guys. We talked a lot of weather before. We're just chilling. Ashton, what do you say? Do you want to go until like? Do you want to do 10 Eastern? I know I'm really pushing it, man. We're
I
kind of
don't know,
pushing
man.
the
I'm
bar
actually getting pretty
time.
tired here, but
Okay.
we're at 2 hours and 9 minutes now, so we've reached our like top end goal there for sure. We're past
Sure.
2 hours.
Okay.
We've been going
Okay.
a long time. We definitely gotta on your channel, man. If you're down, we gotta do a follow up sometime, like a me and you. Like we gotta set that up
Yeah.
like, pretty regularly, like a little just like Q&A. Would you guys
Get
like that
together.
if we set up like a regular show? Where we kind of
And
just
honestly, I kind of like the format, Ashton. I mean, we talk weather in the beginning, and then it's kind of like just kind of vibe with what's going on in the chat. It's a good relaxing kind of thing. What do you guys think?
right.
What do you guys think? I would be down.
Come for the weather, stay for the something sports. I
Fun.
don't know. Yeah.
Sports and whatever we're talking about. Yeah. Kiki, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for tuning in. It's good to have you. Bring me in the next time, Reddit. Hey,
Yeah, we could have like guest. We could have like guest people. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, hey, who knows? I play nothing, too many injuries. Yeah, I get you. I actually fractured my foot in cross country on a 10-mile run. And when you're running 10 miles, you don't even realize you fractured it until the next day. The crazy part. Gaming Pro, I've been in the stream since the beginning. Glad to have you, man. Thanks so much. Support and glad you're hanging with us. Ashton, if you want at any time, since I'm home now, if you ever want to peace out, I know it's getting really late for you. I can definitely stay in the Discord and chat, but please stay as long as you want. Just let me know.
Yeah, I might peel out here pretty shortly. Would you want me to just kind of keep it on this tab and then?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
The thing is, I don't know
Just
how I'm gonna have to end it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to, or maybe you know,
Oh,
right now, log in your computer and get on the account, and see if you have the capability to go in there and end the stream. Because
okay.
if you could, then that could work too. Otherwise, this could be a 24-hour stream or something.
Yeah, so I'm on the channel now. And
go to manage videos. Do you see that on the homepage?
also actually go into my channel, your channel,
Yeah.
manage videos, okay?
And then hit live.
Right?
And there should be like a little edit button or something.
Box. Okay.
Do you see anything that says like end stream?
I selected it and I went to edit and it says just title, description, tags,
Oh.
embedding license, recording date.
Let me turn off
Oh wait, more.
Let me see. Let me turn off the display real quick.
Okay.
If I turn off the display, I can go in there myself. Okay, it's blank now. I just don't want to, just in case it shows anything. So I didn't want to like show like the key or whatever, like the stream key. Yeah. So if you hit live. Okay, so you hit details. You hit the pencil one, right?
So what I did here, I'll tell you. Sorry, chat, we're just troubleshooting. It's good to know now. So I'm at the channel content tab.
Yes.
So I see the video. I click the checkbox. I then go to edit at the top, and then title, description, tags visible.
Okay, go to the right of the thumbnail.
Okay.
And then hit the third button over that says View in Live Control Room. Do you see the end stream at the top right?
Okay. Yep.
Do that when you're done.
Oh, end stream. Got it. Yep, we're good.
Yep. Do that when you're done, and it'll be like confirm, and then when you hit confirm, the stream's done.
Okay, cool.
So we can leave this on whatever page you want. If you want it on the subscription one, we can do that.
Yeah, and then I'll go ahead. Yeah, if you want to just leave it up on your end, and then yeah, I'll just hit put it on the subscription page, and then I'll end it. It'll probably be around now. So we got another 50 minutes. We're not ending it now, guys, but Ashton's gonna be heading out. So Ashton, of course, it is a pleasure having you, and we will do this again, chat. This was really fun. So
yeah, maybe like a weekly show, or like whenever there's like a down day or something, like we can set something up. Whatever the people want, you know. We could even occasionally do it on my channel. You know, we can mix it up.
Exactly. Right. That'd be good too. That'd be a really cool idea. So sounds good. There we go. Perfect. 919. Look at that, guys. I mean, how many subs did we just have from this stream? That's about what, 50-ish?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Because you were at, what was it, like 870? Maybe?
68, 70-ish. Yeah. It's not bad. Well, just checking in. Got to head out. We'll watch tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, man, Smith. Appreciate it. Yeah, you just caught us when we were switching around the stream. So, but we'll be doing this more often. So we're glad you joined in. Jacko, real quickly, says I'm in London, Ontario, home of the London Knights. Yeah, I watch hockey. Don't worry. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Ashton, like I said, man, I know you got to head out.
Yep.
It's getting late for you.
All right, guys. Well, good night.
Ashton, chat.
Yep. Good night, guys. It's been a pleasure talking with you guys and having fun, and just talking about all sorts of stuff. Brendan's gonna stick around in here. Like I said, this is his channel, so you guys, plot twist, you might have thought it was my second channel, but it's actually Brendan's channel here. So
yeah,
it's been a really cool experience talking with you guys on a much smaller scale, a much more personalized fashion. See ya, Adrian. See ya, Gaming Pro Player. See you guys. Yep. So I'm gonna head out. Good night, Brendan. And
Got it.
yep, I'll be seeing you guys in tomorrow's upload. So see you guys in the
Yeah,
morning.
stay tuned for that. Main
Yep.
channel tomorrow morning. Go
Yep.
watch it. Take care, Ashton.
Yep. See ya.
All right. So again, appreciate Ashton for being here. I'm gonna stick around, guys, for another 50 minutes or so. Wanted to give you a quick heads up too. And good night. I love this channel. Yeah, Anisha, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for subbing. I'm not leaving just yet. I'm gonna stick around for a bit, so feel free to kind of hang out for another 45 or 50 minutes. We're gonna be hanging here, just chatting it up. We talked about weather earlier on, and right now we're just kind of hanging. By the way, um, if you heard me before earlier today, I was literally delivering flowers. It was a crazy day today. Um, just my goodness. I mean, so many deliveries, so many things going on, and while also trying to keep track of chat. So I appreciate everybody's patience today. So, but now I'm back home and I'm able to read chat now. Like I said, I'll be here till 9 Central, just hanging out with you guys. I missed the start. No problem, Kiki. No problem. Yeah, we started talking about weather. We sort of were looking at the um, what to expect for next week as far as weather's concerned. We did that a little bit, but the main topic was talking about our most notable weather events that come to mind. That was like the biggest discussion tonight. And then we eventually somehow got into the fact that Ashton looks like Delonte West. I don't know. I don't know. But we've talked about a lot tonight. We've really covered all grounds. So what's going on, Electric Edge? Welcome back. How you doing? I've been in the stream for 2 hours. It's a really awesome game. For a lot of you guys have been here for quite a while. I'm really, really happy to see that. Wait, what if we all do a stream together, some collab? That would be awesome. Winter Queen, we actually do that already. This was just on the second channel. You can actually catch me on the main channel during severe weather outbreaks. But like me and Ashton talked about, for example, this is something that we have talked about, and we actually talked about this morning. When hurricane season comes around, those events go for a very long period of time. I mean, it's virtually well over 24 hours that those hurricanes, take up. And so, it's going to be really cool because what we're going to be able to do is Ashton will be able to stream, throughout the prime time hours. So we're talking about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, even going towards 8 p.m. And then I'll be able to pick up the coverage on the graveyard shift from say 10 o'clock to 3 a.m. And then he picks up as soon as he gets up in the morning. And even for severe weather, we've seen a lot of these events go longer than the afternoon. Many in Dixie Alley have gone until 11 and even into midnight. So in that case, you may have some of the viewers of the main channel come over here and I just finish off the last hour or two of the live stream. But yeah, we already do a lot of collabs and I love it because I'm a meteorology major and I absolutely love doing it. I love talking weather. I love talking with you guys. And like I said before at the top of the stream, I got a lot of things that we're going to be covering on this channel. Some really, really cool ideas that I'll go more into detail on Monday for what you can expect. I figure you're doing weather. Do you think you can talk about Montreal sometimes would be great? Kiki, you know what? Ashton's actually gotten that question a lot. Like, are you going to cover Canada? I'm definitely thinking about it. And there is, as we just hit 9:20, thank you. Thank you for those who subbed. I am thinking about adding Canada to the mix. I'm thinking about it. I am so infatuated with Canada, period, because I watch so much hockey. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing some forecasts for Montreal, as well as other places in Canada. This is Electric Edge second channel. Welcome, Virginia Rail Fanning, aka Electric Edge. Welcome back to the stream. Oh no, not more storms. We've had a lot already. Yeah, unfortunately, next week we could be expecting some more additional severe weather across portions of the plains and dare I say, even Dixie Alley, as well as even the Midwest. That could be a possibility too. It's sort of all over the place here with that. Will you be doing weather school or something? I'm in college right now for it. Yeah. Yep. We were talking about other YouTubers, Force 13 Reed Timmer. Yep. We talked about the weather community. We covered that a bit. Not something we're able to do all the time. Definitely evolved over the last couple of years. It really has. So that was a really good discussion. I played a lot of hockey. See, I haven't played hockey. I just watched a lot of it. What happened, Megan? We've just been talking. We've been having a good time, just chatting it up. Ashton was here earlier, but yeah, my name is Brennan. You've probably seen me on Ashton's streams quite a bit. So imagine if Retimber was in the stream, that would be crazy. I would totally fanboy. I would. I'm not even kidding, chat. I would literally fanboy if Retimber just like walked up in. Yeah. Fancy your Great Lakes outbreak didn't happen. Which one? Which one are you referring to? Are you talking about the? We had a high risk like last year. If you're referring to that, let me know. But I don't remember which one you're referring to. But let me know, please. Winter Queen, have you ever posted your first video? What's your team? My team is the Calgary Flames. And again, I'm from Chicago, so many people would think that it'd be the Blackhawks. No, for me, it's definitely Calgary. I don't know why. I've just always been interested. I think it was the Goalhorn at start. The Goalhorn is pretty cool, but then it went from being the Goalhorn to the actual team. So, long story. The one you predicted for about now in VC. Um, yeah, remind me off stream, or if you can chat it, let me know. I'm actually not sure. If you're talking about this week, that's still like up in the air. Um, but yeah, please clarify for me because I'm a bit confused on my. Well, more storms for Georgia. I saw that happen in Noonan, which is about an hour and a half away, and it's so sad. Yeah, so just a reminder for you guys. We said this at the very beginning of the stream. So before before many of you guys got here, for those who don't know, um, I will be doing a live stream on Friday night. That's going to be at 8 Eastern. And like I said before, I'm going to be talking with Dominic, who's actually a friend of mine on Discord. He lives in Noonan, Georgia, and we're going to be raising money for the American Red Cross of Georgia. So you want to be there. It's going to be us recapping more in depth of the severe weather events that we saw over the last couple weeks affect that area in particular. He's going to tell us about how his town's been affected, what the current status of Noonan is today, just a week later. So you're gonna want to be there. It's gonna be a fascinating stream, and the goal. I know this is very, very, again, we're stretching it, but the goal would be to raise $1,000. I think we can do it. I honestly think we can. So be there, and even if we get close, I don't care. Anything that we can raise, that's what's going to be like important to me. Anything, they need it. So the other thing I want to mention, what's so unique about this channel, going off of what you're going to expect on Friday, these live streams are going to be 100% of the donations will go to charity. Now, obviously, we don't have a donation button set up right now for this channel. But whenever I do a live stream, I don't believe in taking that money as far as donations are concerned. I think that donations really should go towards those who need it. And so many times than not, we will get that over to people that need it, such as the American Red Cross, and also other charities too. And that would be something that we can always talk about. So again, this is what we're going to do. I'm in the giving mood, and that's what we're going to do tonight. Of course, we don't have a donation button, so that's not really applying to tonight. But for Friday, we're definitely going to do that. And even Monday, I might have it up by Monday, but for sure, I will have that going for Friday. And if for some reason I can't get the donation button set up on the channel for whatever reason, we can always figure out an alternative, and we can figure that out. I got a lot of comments to get to. Throws water on the Flames and outs them out. Go Bolts. Get out of here, Tony. Get out of here. We were in a VC and you said in 2 weeks there will be an outbreak in the Great. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. I still think that April will activate for the Great Lakes. That's my prediction. I think that we will have an event. I don't think it's going to be anywhere significant to what we saw in Dixie Alley, in my opinion, but I think we'll definitely see a severe weather event in the Illinois and even Iowa region, probably at some point in April, probably late April. Man, this has been sad. People in Noonan are okay. If there's any good news out of Noonan, Georgia, there wasn't many people that were that passed away. I think there was one death from what Dominic told me. But again, we'll have the latest on Friday because I know that's even an evolving story as of today. So, yeah, it'll be very good. Don't say that, Fancy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but I think that that's definitely a possibility. April and May is primetime months for Illinois. So, what about the donations on direct weather? Um, I can't speak for the electric. I'm not sure. That's just this channel, and that's just something that I'm doing. You got to keep in mind. Here's the other thing too. This is not my full time job. Ashton, this is his. This is his. I mean, This is his. This is what he does. This is his occupation. For me, this is. I have a bunch of other stuff going on too. So I'm, I guess, more in the position to do that, if that makes sense. Um, that's not a knock on Ashton at all. Um, but like I said before, this is not where 100% of my livelihood comes from. This is just a channel, a platform that I can use to mainly give back in whatever way that I can. Keep in mind, I would still be making money once this channel does get monetized. Whenever it does, I'd be making money from ad revenue, you know, uh, just likes, I guess, views. So I got to figure all that out. But yeah, there's kind of a difference in contrast between kind of how I look at it and Ashton, and that's not a bad thing, by the way. Trust me, Ashton deeply cares about these communities too. Um, it's just I'm I want to do that. That's just me, and it's not forcing Ashton to do something different. That's just what I want to do. That's all. It's not to one up somebody else. I barely get anything here near DC. Yeah, the East Coast has been relatively quiet. That's usually how it is. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty normal. Get out of here, Tony. Yeah. When is the next severe weather outbreak, Megan? Honestly, I don't. It's a great question. I don't know about outbreak per se, but I do know that the severe weather events that I'm looking at would relate to possibly Dixie Alley. But first, the plains. The plains might be waking up. You've probably seen that being tossed around in the weather community about the plains. Unfortunately, I can't show it on here. I will be able to show it on Monday once things go through my computer, not Ashton's. But we'll actually talk about that, and we may even have additional information for the plains because by Monday we should have a better idea on what the short-term guidance is. That will actually nail down specific details that we don't yet know on the GFF. Weather today, yeah, I was a little upset the other day when the enhanced risk in VA NC was a complete bust. Yeah, it really was. And whether, I gotta say that was a really big discussion for the first Dixie Alley event 2 weeks ago. Um, I remember doing that live stream with Ashton, and a lot of people were saying, um, you know, hey, this was a bust. Honestly, I mean, there were still tornadoes that day, just like there were the week after. If you were asking my personal opinion, now this may be controversial, but if you wanted my personal opinion on the first Dixie event, I think that would have been easily verified as a moderate sig. Even though it's still verified as a high, I personally would have preferred the moderate. Um, and I know that's something that's a controversial statement to make, but I think where the entire weather community agrees is where the second time around, that second high risk, that verified. Even though it was less tornado reports, there was definitely more significance in the way of the severity of the tornado. That's the way I feel. Brendan's a go. Thank you so much, Adrian. I appreciate it. You are too kind, my friend. 922 subs. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for the subs tonight. Almost at 9:30. I know. We're almost at 9:30. And by the way, guys, my streams will not be you staring at my sub count. Okay, that's not gonna chat. That's not gonna be the streams. I promise you. Otherwise, why am I here? Right? Although this is still enjoyable. I mean, we're really having a great time. All of us just chatting it up. But next Monday, I actually just got my new mic in, the little snowball mic. I also have everything else ready to go, brand new monitor. So we will be good to go for Monday. We'll be moving around. We'll be checking out the SPC, looking at some models through Weatherbell and Pivotal. We'll be moving around the screens rather than just staring at a number. So don't worry, chat. Don't worry. I was talking about the risk last Sunday in VA. Oh, my apologies. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, I kind of did too, actually. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the moderate risk that the SPC put out after the first Dixie Alley event 2 weeks ago, because that certainly busted. I'll tell you that right now. Winter Queen says, I hate when people say it's a bust. I get that it might have been a little less than we were expecting. It was a devastating event for those who got hit really hard. Yeah, and it's such a really difficult subject. Um, honest to God, guys. I mean, it's so easy for us to say busts, and I don't think the last two Dixie events were busts. The way I look at a bust is if you have a moderate risk or an enhanced risk or even a high, and you get basically nothing out of it. That's the way I look at it. So, I mean, other people might think differently. It's all subjective at the end of the day. Like, nobody's wrong. You could say that, the first Dixie Alley event was a bust. And are you wrong? No. I mean, it's your opinion. And I can make the same argument saying that it should have been a moderate for Dixie Alley the first time. It's an opinion. It's subjective. It's totally fine. It's a great conversation to have, but that's the way I am. Megan says, I appreciate when Ashton you cover severe weather and warn people. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that. And I get a joy out of it too. Um, it's all about informing people at the end of the day, Megan. So I'm glad you continue to support us. That really means a lot. Oh, what's going on, Montgomery? Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. I did cut out. I'm here. It's okay. I'm here. I'm okay. Rest in peace. I'm back. I've been resurrected. I'm back. But anyway, it might have cut off at the end, but yeah, we'll be doing those two live streams, like I said. The Monday one is going to be, like I said, a Q&A format. We're going to be really dissecting the latest model guidance. So taking kind of like what Ashton does in his main channel, but going a little bit more in depth for those that are really kind of weather geeks and want to know the soundings and going all that fun stuff. So we'll talk about that as well as answer any questions you have. And maybe we might, get off topic and talk about sports. It happens, right? It happens. And then Friday is going to be the big one. That's going to be the charity stream for the American Red Cross in Georgia. We'll be talking with Dominic, who lives in Noonan, Georgia. And he will, again, provide some really, really important perspective on what that night was like for him and his family. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a fascinating. It's almost been 3 hours since the stream. I know he's back. Major W. Yep. How's everybody been? I've been good, man. How about you? You guys have all been chilling. You got a phone call, guys. He'll be back. No, I lied out of the call. I lied out of the call. It's totally fine. Whoever said that they can link the Discord, yeah, please feel free to do that. Tony, if you want to link it, totally fine. It's a direct weather Discord. You can probably catch me after the stream. I'll probably be in VC. I'll probably still be talking. Chicken Patty, my day has been great. How about yours? Yeah, we've all been good, man. This is great. 925 subs. 925. Good stuff, chat. Good stuff. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the support. Like I said, we may not get to 1,000 tonight. We'll definitely try to get it on Monday. We can do it. We can do it. Weird, my brother broke his door because I stole his water bottle. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, I'm not the one to get very like mad about stuff, honestly. I don't. I actually no, I lied. I kind of do get mad over little things, but I don't go like for the deep. It happens though sometimes. Man, I'm being VC. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. I have a crush on my friend since I stayed at my friend's house during the Arctic blast. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not good with dating advice. I'm really not. Long story. I'm really not good with dating. I mean, we could make it a dating advice channel, but I would be no service. Woohoo! Says Megan Dial. Megan's excited. In the pin messages, thank you, Tony. Fancy, do you remember if we're Discord friends? I'm pretty sure we are. If we're not, please add me. By the way, my Discord is on the main Discord channel. I'm one of the co-owners of the Direct Weather server, so just go ahead and send me a friend request there. And if you have any questions off stream, I will try to get to those. I know that as soon as 9 o'clock comes around, I'm going to have a very, very quick Calculus 2 assignment that I got to wrap up. So I won't be able to chat with you guys right away. But I will be able to chat late tonight if anybody's up. So if you're up, I'll be there. Just saying. Yes, we can get to 1,000 subs. Heck yeah, we can. I know we can. We definitely can. Like I said, it probably won't be tonight. Won't be tonight. But somebody linked my Discord. Yeah, exactly. Brennan960. Yep, you got it. Me giving date advice is funny and more like how to be single. And right? Right? Exactly. 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 Electric, no! Everyone unsub, wait 3 seconds to sub. No. Easy. I don't know. Let's keep it on a positive trend, right? Because man, that number's just gonna fluctuate. I have some weather drawings. Do you want me to send them, Fancy and Adrian? Yeah, sure. Sure, man. Absolutely. I'm not the artist myself, so I would be inspired if you had some cool art. That would I would love to see it. Absolutely. I did miss. Oh, and oh boy, got you. Oh, okay. Yeah, gaming. No, I totally get you. I mean, either way, regardless of the situation, I'm just not. I'm not a good person for dating. Single gang. Ayo. There we go. Yep. Same here, man. Same here. I'm proud. Honestly, I've thought to myself, not to get off topic, but I think that I'm not gonna get married till I'm like probably like in my 30s at this point. Everyone tomorrow morning realizes he got 1,000 subs. Right, right. I mean, who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens in the morning. I might just have like Mr. Beast drop 10 million subs on my channel like it's nothing. It's water. Who knows? I found direct weather one. When there was a outbreak in Texas, moderate risk, and you and Ashton were live. Yeah, that was actually the first time that I did a live stream with Ashton. That was the very first one. I've known Ashton since January, and that was the first live stream that I did with him. It was an experience. I mean, I remember that tornado in Happy, Texas, crossing over the interstate and seeing that debris ball. Whoo! My goodness, my goodness. And here I thought that that event was going to take the cake for the year. Like I remember seeing the twin tornadoes, and I kid you not, chat. I literally told everybody in my Discord. I may have even told Adrian this, maybe not. But I was like, guys, this is the tornado of the year. And sure enough, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon because just days later was the Dixie Alley event. And even a week after that, we had the other one. So I mean, I should never jump to conclusion with these. I really shouldn't because here I thought Happy Texas that was going to be the one, twin tornadoes, but surely I was mistaken. I really was because I unsubbed and sub again. I knew it was you, Electric. Yeah, I know it's you. I see the numbers. I see it. LOL, 2 highs later. Yeah, I know. Yeah, curb your meteorology. Am I right, Adrian? That should be like a curb your meteorology. If somebody can clip that, if I ever even said that on the live stream, I think I did. I think I even said on live stream, guys, like this is going to be the tornado that takes the cake for you. If you can clip that and make it like a curb your prediction meme, send it to me. Because that would be really funny. I'll actually play it on stream too. I really will. Because that'd be cringe. That'd be really cringe if I actually said that. Yeah, weather is unpredictable. It definitely is. Even to this day, with all the technology that we have, it is still unpredictable. We try our best. We try our best, but sometimes it's not. You know, many times than not, we see models completely mess up. Like, I don't know, August 10th. Sorry. Not that I have an issue with August 10th, but I definitely have an issue with August. August 10th, 2020. Gosh, that just literally drives me up a wall. I'll probably have to even do a live stream. Actually, next Monday we'll talk about August 10th and why it drives me up a wall. We'll talk about it. As a matter of fact, that's what we'll talk about too. I have a whole laundry list of things we're going to talk about on Monday. Trust me. It's not going to be just the severe weather for the week. We're going to be talking about August 10th, 2020. There's a reason why. Forcing to Extra has a premiere this Sunday. Oh, okay. Very cool, very cool. Tries to become a wait, what did you say, Adrian? Tries to become a meteorologist, says March tornado of the year before the peak arrives. Yeah, exactly. See, I can't hide the fact that I'm not perfect. I really can't, because that's it right there. The one seem to be coming every week for a bit there. It can be quiet for a week and be active another. Yep, that's the name of the game. Which one was more accurate? Fancy to think either high truly verified. Okay, so my opinion, look, if you take a look at the SPC website, both did verify. I both technically did. Although, if I remember correctly, I actually think the first Dixie Alley, according to the SPC's algorithm, verified more than the second one in terms of where these tornadoes were located. Um, my thought process is I think the first Dixie Alley should have been a moderate, although a high still technically verified. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to tell you that the high risk busted that day because it really didn't. Um, but I think if you were to compare the two, like which one warranted more of the high, I think definitely the second Dixie, no question about it. I mean, in hindsight, it definitely. And it's a dirty laundry list. Oh yes, it is. Oh, not dirty though. Not dirty. No, of course not. Not in that sense, Tony. It's going to be just a family friendly laundry list. It can be sunny for 1 hour and be tornadic the next hour. Yeah. Hey, speaking of Florida, yeah. Hi, Florida. How's it going? Um, that's pretty much Florida. I live in Fort Myers, Florida, so good luck for me in hurricane season. Oh, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm hoping that nothing good happens. I'm gonna shout out this channel, Mr. Beast. Oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, actually, Electric. Honest to God, I mean, I want to. I'm kind of taking the Beast vibes and applying it to this channel in the sense of giving back. So my live streams on this channel, the 100% are going to charity, not just Friday but Monday. So I think Mr. Beast in that sense inspired me. But no, I appreciate the shout out, man. We'll see if he sees it or not. That's a rough 1.5. My teacher put in a grade for May 25th, 2021. Did she go into the future? Maybe, or she probably just screwed up. It's probably the second one. So with 21 of you in here, now 22, I spoke too soon again. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now my idea for not next week, but the week after and going forward, right? So next week is just gonna be me trying to get accustomed to the live stream format. This is not the first time for me doing live streams. Again, like I said, I had Twitch in the past, so this is not my first rodeo. I think it's got like, I'm not gonna flex here, but it has like 3K followers, but it's a totally dead channel. So this isn't my first rodeo in the way of live streams, but what is going to be new to me is the uploads. And one of the ideas that I had for uploads, this is really freaking cool. All right, I want to do something called super fast forecast, and it's going to do exactly what the name says. It's going to be super fast. It's not going to be a speed run by any means, but what I want to do is I want to start by picking a city or even a sub-region and then doing like just some fun facts about it, like super fast forecast going live from Austin, Texas, home of Matthew McConaughey, like totally John Boy style. And just do like a 5-day, like very, very scratch the surface. It's not technical at all. What do you guys think about that? If we like did a super fast forecast up, like just that concept, would that be something you guys are interested in? It'd be really freaking cool, I think. But let me know. High risk doesn't need to be a Joplin to be a high risk. It's very true. It's a very good point, Evan. Exactly. You also said people are foolish to expect every severe weather event, classic event, with weather. It does what it wants, not what we are expecting. Yeah, totally correct. I mean, hey, we've had tornadoes. I mean, that's such a great point. I mean, we've had storms in moderate risk, like last Easter. Remember that? That was a pretty significant event, and that was a moderate. So I think we have even more tornado reports than the high risk. So you're absolutely right. Jacko, that sounds really cool. Yeah, you know what? What we'll do is I'll post the videos of the super fast forecast. There'll be regular uploads. I'll try to do it as many days as possible. It's going to be incredibly simple, guys. It's not going to be like super flashy, like cinematics. It's going to be pretty simple, but it's going to be really fun. So I'm glad you guys like it. That sounded sloppy, but I think everyone got what it meant. LOL. Yeah, no. I totally get you, Devin. You're absolutely right. I mean, because also people compare things like, oh, this is April 27, 2011. I mean, look, I'm victim of that too. We talked about that at the beginning of the live stream. I was trying to, talk with Ashton, and we were discussing, hey, are these events similar to 2011? Is this year going to be another 2011? But if you take a look at April 27, the event that had well over 200 plus tornado reports. The question becomes, I mean, do these high risks even compare to that? And if you wanted my answer, I would say no. I think every event stands out for itself. Every event is unique in its own fashion. So I'm not one that really even likes to go off the deep end with those comparisons. I try to, establish connection. But I do know for a fact that if you wanted to say, hey, this event was worse, or this is going to be the next April 27th, honestly, for that to happen, you need close to 300 tornado reports across several states, because that's what it did. So it's I don't like to do. Point being, Fancy, tell me what the risk for 11, 17, 13 were. There was a high risk. It was a high risk. It's actually on my profile picture too. You can see it there. It was a high risk. I think it was a 30 sig torn. That definitely verified. Never ever compare events. They are all different. They're all different in respect. It's good to compare to establish connections as to, like, okay, this setup, is it similar to this? But we all know that, I mean, gosh, it's going to be a long time before we see another April 27th. The closest thing to it would probably be November 17th, the one that comes to mind. But it's going to be a long time before we see another one of those. It's very rare. Who knows? I could be wrong about that too. I don't know. So you guys have really liked the idea of the super fast forecast, and again, the description of it is very vague. So I'm glad you guys already like it for what it is at face value. So let me ask you, I'm going to leave it up to the 23 fellow Patreons in here. Not Patreons, Patreon. What should be the very first city I feature in the super fast forecast? I'm going to lay some ground rules though. All right. Number one, it's got to be the lower four. Actually, no, it's got to be the United States. That includes territories. If you wanted me to do the islands of Samoa or Guam, Baragada, Guam, I will do Baragada if you want me to. I'll do even Anchorage. Whatever you guys want me to do for the first video, I will do. Okay? But it's got to be either a U.S. territory or it's got to be a state. Or in, I should say, the continental United States. The other thing, that's pretty much it, actually. That's like the only rule. So I'm not going to do any, I might do some international ones if you guys want me to. We'll see. Put the exact same conditions in the same exact area that happened before, and you'll have a totally different event, just how weather works. Totally couldn't have said it better. Best high school memory? Cross country. Enough said. Cross country, track, all the people that those were like brothers to me. They were my second family, so cross country was my favorite memory. Winter Queens is Atlanta, Northwest Ohio, or Toledo. Virgin Islands. Okay. All right. So you guys, I mean, no Alaska? No Alaska at all? Really? I was surprised. I thought there would be somebody that would say like Barrow, Alaska. Because, I mean, honestly, who covers Alaska? Really? I mean, who covers Alaska? Like nobody. I don't mind talking about Alaska. They don't get a lot of love. But you guys, I see Atlanta, Toledo. Okay. Barrow, Alaska. There it is. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say Barrow, Alaska. Honestly, New York City. Okay, what's up, Ethan? What's going on? We could do New York City. All right, so we got New York City. We got Toledo, the Virgin Islands. Electric asked me, do I play Sea of Thieves? I do not, but I do have Xbox Game Pass, so I might play it at some point once I'm done with this. So, maybe. Barrow, Alaska. 2 votes for Barrow, Alaska. You guys got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to decide. What's it going to be? We got 2 for Barrow. You guys are so biased. I love it. Barrow, Alaska. Adrian. Yes, Alaska love. Okay, we got 3 votes for Alaska. We got Atlanta, New York City. Devin said Maine. Yeah, Maine's kind of forgotten too. RIP Alaska, would be nice to see them covered. Yeah, they're never covered. That's why I was like so interested in covering them. Kodiak Island. Where in God's name is Kodiak Island, Tony? You have a console? No, I have a PC. Fancy, do Intercourse, Alaska. Is that actually a town? Are you serious? Is that actually a town? I mean, I'm not surprised if it is. Last year was the worst. It's not about COVID. I got bullied, suffered depression. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, and your dad too. Yeah, tough situation there, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. But I know this year has been tough for everybody, but in every which way. everybody's kind of dealt with different things in their life. So yeah, I get you. Hope that everything kind of pans out for you better. Tony says Hawaii. Oh, dude, Hawaii's always covered. Like, dude, Hawaii, everybody talks about Hawaii. Poor Alaska, and even Maine too. Like, what's going on, Dwight? What's happening? Bangor, Maine. Yeah, nobody really talks about Maine either. Intercourses, Alabama, bro. All right. Let me actually check. I'm gonna search that, and I'm gonna delete my history after and make sure nothing comes up here. Alaska. There actually is. There actually is, and it's I can't show it on stream. Oh wait, no, there's not. No, there's a Pennsylvania. I don't see there's one in Alaska. If you can link me to Google Maps, then I will check it. But I don't think there is. I'm switching to Barrow, Alaska. Okay, fine. It's a literal town. It actually is. Are you serious? Yeah, link it in chat then. Link it to what's it called? To Google Maps. It's on Maps. All right, let me check Google Maps. I mean, I'll be honest. Jaco, I actually was using Bing. I apologize. So maybe Google Maps will pull through for us last 8 minutes. Let's see. Oh, that's Barrow. I'm not looking up Barrow. I'm looking up Intercourse, Alaska. There is an Intercourse, Alabama. Not kidding. There's so much irony with that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's very ironic. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on Alaska. There is an Intercourse, Alabama. Wow. Okay. I would like to know the history behind Intercourse, Alabama, or maybe not. I don't know. It's Alabama. Hey, I like Alabama. It's fine. Bing, yeah, I know. Howdy, Max. Oh, what's going on, Max? Welcome to the stream, man. Gosh, you just got in at the nick of time. Right at just about 7 minutes left of the live stream. Yeah, there is an Intercourse, Alabama chat. I don't know if I want to do that for my first video. My God, what standard am I setting? All right, we're gonna make it. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna do this, chat. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I want you guys. We're gonna now narrow it down to 2. I know Barrow, Alaska is number 1. I get it, but I also do see some popularity for Intercourse, Alabama. So we have now narrowed it down to 2 very bizarre locations for our first super fast forecast. Should we pick Barrow, Alaska? That's option number 1. And then option number 2 is Intercourse. I can't believe I'm freaking saying this. Intercourse, Alabama. See you later, Tony. Thanks for stopping by. Vote down below. That's going to be the way we end the stream. It would be iconic. Okay. I'm really clout chasing, am I, if I do Intercourse, Alabama? Intercourse, Alabama all the way. Do Intercourse. Oh, God, that's a tough choice. Jaco, this kind of falls on you, man. Again, it looks like we got 2 votes for Intercourse, Alabama. Y'all are singing Sweet Home Alabama. Gosh. Intercourse, Alabama for sure. Intercourse, Alabama. Oh, man. I think Barrow just got dethroned. It just got dethroned, folks. Barrow, Alaska. Intercourse, Alabama. Intercourse for sure, guys. Jeez. I mean, hey, if I'm going to do Intercourse, Alabama at this early of stage in the channel, now's the time to do it, right? Not when I'm at 5 million subs or 100 million. Because eventually I'm going to pass PewDiePie. It's inevitable. I mean, gosh, you know? Not trying to, like, totally flex my ego here, but, dude, PewDiePie, jeez, easy. Intercourse has, like, 7 votes. Intercourse for sure. Okay, I hear you. Okay. Max even says Intercourse, Alabama. Good gosh. All right, well, I'm going to keep it PG, though. Okay? I'm going to keep it PG. We're not going to be doing anything, like, rated R on this super fast forecast. But people want to know the weather for Intercourse, Alabama. So you're going to see the current conditions for Intercourse, Alabama. And as a matter of fact, you probably might see that next week. Do you guys want an upload next week for Intercourse, Alabama? Super fast forecast. Gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that. My God. What does this stream come to, folks? My goodness. Do you guys want to see the upload next week? Because if I wait 2 weeks, y'all might forget.
We could do next week. It'll probably be on the weekend though. It'll probably be after all the craziness of the severe weather, late next week. So no Barrow. Yep, we're going for the YouTube crown. Yes. Okay, you guys want to see it next week? Okay. Intercourse for sure. Yes, not the actual thing. The town. The town of Intercourse, Alabama. It does exist. YouTube, if you're watching, hi, how are you? It's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's just that's the town we're going with. That's the town we're going with. Barrow will be next. We'll do Barrow next. And then actually for the second edition of the Superfast Forecast, we will cover Barrow. And we'll really make that an Alaska video because poor Barrow, not only is it a small town, but it's also in a really small state, population-wise. Size, it's huge. Then for the second Superfast Forecast, please do Hooker, Oklahoma. You guys are going to be the craziest. Okay. You guys have dirty minds, but hey, we'll see. We'll see. I'll check in with you guys in the live stream. We'll vote on it. What the heck are these town names? Yeah, I have never realized that Intercourse, Alabama existed. I thought that was that is bizarre. And Hooker, Oklahoma. Illinois also has some really interesting. If you guys even want to do a little homework assignment for the stream, why don't you guys find me just come up with a list of towns that have really crazy. Try to keep it as appropriate as possible. Intercourse kind of pushes it a bit, but it still can be appropriate. Intercourse has different meanings. Okay, so that's okay. We can work with that. Afterwards, do three-way Texas or Tennessee. Three-way Tennessee. Gosh, we'll have to veer away from the innuendos. We'll have to eventually sort of pipe that down a bit. I think Intercourse, Alabama is as weird as it gets. I don't want to go way far off the deep end. Climax, Michigan. Yeah, see, no, I'm not going that far, guys. Jeez. We got to keep it PG. Eventually, we're just getting... Colon, Michigan? I can do Colon. Blue Ball, Pennsylvania. Why is it Pennsylvania with all the weird names? What's going on, Tommy's Weather Force? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, man. Got about a couple minutes left. I have a Dora phone like this is best, no flex. Bangs, Texas. Gosh. You guys are literally trying to get me fired. Can you imagine if this was like, bro, if this was like in a call center office environment, y'all, I would have been out of a job. This would have been my first day. Me no able to donate. Oh, Tommy's, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have a donation button. Me sad. I know, I'm sad too. But I will have a donation button up next Monday, this coming Monday, and we'll be doing donations then. I should have that all figured out. If not, we'll figure out an alternative. I'll keep you guys posted. Tab. If you guys are also new to the channel, I appreciate all the subscribers. We've gotten up to 927. I've seen it float around with 928 here, and I do really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the support. I do want to mention back up to 928. Gosh, look at that. See, we're already about to pass PewDiePie. We're on the way. We're only, what, 50-some million subs away? We'll get there. Don't worry. But yeah, it's been a fun stream. Sandwich, Illinois. Yep, that's close to home. Sandwich, Illinois is a fun town. I used to have a coworker that like would always say sandwich. I was like, stop. I get it. You're funny. Accident, Maryland. Oh man. Oh, you guys are too funny. These are some crazy, crazy names. Sandwich, Illinois too. I'll feature Sandwich at some point. Yeah. At some point I will. Well, and literally these towns, by the way, there's going to be a 5-day forecast and the current conditions. We may even get a little like webcam action. Not for my face, but for the current conditions in that town. Trust me, you will not see this face till probably, I'll say 100 million subs. I'm going to keep it very, very high bar expectation. You guys think you're getting a face reveal at 1,000? No way. No way. Not happening. There is an accident in Maryland. I'm going to get an accident. Oh, geez. Chill. Easy. Easy. Dude, Fancy, you have to do Chunky, Mississippi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ball play Alabama, I'm telling you. Okay. Chunky, Mississippi. So you guys spoke, and it's going to be it's going to be what I said. So Intercourse, Alabama, y'all have spoken. It will be the first one. It will be. I can't believe I'm saying that that's going to be our first ever Superfast forecast, nor did I ever expect that that would be the town that I do. Cockburn, Australia. Yeah, remember the rules though, Devin. We got to stay in the U.S. Haha, joke's on you. I know you tried. You tried. No, we're not going international just yet. Nuh-uh. Why not North Carolina? Okay, Tom. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Gath, Kansas. Why not Georgia? Boogertown, North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, we're going to really have fun with this, guys, for the super fast forecast. We'll have some little fun facts in there, too. But it's going to be super fast, trust me. It will meet the expectation. Anyway, we have now dawned on 9 o'clock. I want to thank you guys, of course, for being here. Thank you also to Ashton for hyping up the channel throughout the week, getting us really close to that 1,000 sub mark. You know, look, it's been a really great time talking to you guys. I do expect this to do more often, these kind of live streams. And you know what? Hey, it's a good change of pace from the main channel where we're having as many times thousands of viewers or 1,000 or whatever it may be, and the chat's moving really fast and we can't get to everything. So if you want that severe weather coverage, the live streams for severe weather, which I think will be late next week, in my opinion, head on over to the main channel. Be sure to subscribe to that. But as far as just additional bonus content, you're going to see that here on the second channel. And with the super fast forecast, with next Monday, we're doing another Q&A. We'll also be talking about, like I said before, the latest on the model trends for a couple of severe weather events for next week. That could include the Plains, maybe even Dixie Alley, and maybe even the Great Lakes. Maybe the Great Lakes. You might be waking up. Who knows? And then Friday, like I said, we'll be talking with Dominic. He's a great friend of mine on Discord, and we'll be having a very candid discussion about the Noonan tornado because he lives there, and he'll have a chance to discuss all of what he went through and really just put a big bow on top of that severe weather event from last week. So be sure to sub. And again, thank you all for those who got us up to 9:30 tonight. Really do appreciate it. I will be back with you all on Monday, and I may even see you before Friday, depending on how the severe weather goes. It might be on Ashton's main channel, depending on how that all works out. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for the subs and support. It's been a great chatting with you guys. And also be on the lookout for those 2 live streams and that super fast forecast for Intercourse, Alabama. That should be coming around maybe the weekend, probably next Saturday. So other than that, thank you guys all so much. You guys have a great night, and we will see you all on the next live stream next Monday. And be sure to head on over to the Discord, head on over to the main channel, sub there, and also be sure to continue to support us here on Direct Weather too. Take care, guys. Have a great night.